Careful with your pretty eyes and run with me, you're young. Cause you and I are a secret. Feel my drift against your skin. Cause honestly, let's hold our breath, this is so real. Just you and me with the skate girl tonight. Careful with your pretty eyes and run with me, you're young. Cause you and I are a secret. Feel my drift against your skin. Cause honestly, let's hold our breath, this is so real. Just you and me with the skate girl tonight.
Oh, I got lost on the way to you in an orange sky by the ocean blue.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. Hope you boys are having a wonderful, beautiful day. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back, boys. Welcome back to another wonderful, beautiful live stream, boys. Yo, disable that setting. Now we're all smooth. Huge. How y'all doing? Welcome back to another wonderful, beautiful live stream, everybody. We got ourselves, I was going to say Friday. It's actually Saturday. It's the Saturday for the boys over in the NA region. How y'all doing? Welcome back. Welcome back. Yo, how many teams we got? How many groups we got? Let me get the music back up in here, dude. I don't want to have to wait that long. I usually just sit here for a while and get the music a little later. Screw that, honestly. Let me get the... This song is alright. I really like the one before that one. We're gonna find something a little more exciting to start the day off. How y'all doing? 5 out of 5 Chill Pills is ready to go. Chill, my guy. I don't want to spoil nothing. Your build or whatever you're doing. I don't want to spoil nothing. So, I don't know if you just want to... The thing you're trying to do, I'm gonna let it go happen once. Because we have a rule. First game. I was gonna suggest, what if you wanted to like scope out the competition and then give it a try, but that like surprise him mechanic, surprise him strategy might actually be the play, honestly. Now I'm just putting too much expectation on it. Don't worry about what y'all's doing, boys. Yo, hopping on the game. Let's get some groups in here. Chicago, look at Chicago's ready. Oh wait, actually, yo, NA, you guys are fantastic today. Dude, how is NA able to get some groups together, like starting off? EU takes a little bit of a while. Forget about like the week before that EU. It took them like apparently had any groups, but the NA came out, man, full swing. What's up, Oldergasm, Nick Ghost? We got this Chill Pills, we got this Felipe Aaron, we got the boys Chad, we got the chat in here. Finally got me. I subbed. GG content, my dude. Thanks so much for subbing, my guy. I appreciate it. I'm glad you enjoying the content. We got regular updates for patch 9.2. We got regular class changes, regular coverage, as well as going to be covering the next expansion very, very soon. Very soon. Ridiculously soon. Is he right here? Hopefully my boy's here, man. He's repping that Arcane. He's still sporting that Arcane. You gotta give super credit, man, for continuing to play Arcane, man. It is in a weird spot, but he, you know, when you have a favorite spec, oh my god, my UI. When you have a favorite spec, you have a favorite spec, you know, what can you do about it? Chicago? No? I don't know, actually, what did Chicago just say? Hold on. He said no. No surprises around here. You think so? Wait, you know exactly what Chilpas is gonna do? How do you know? I was trying to keep it under wraps. I want to overhype, definitely not gonna underhype. Yeah. He's gonna get it done with. I'm sure he's gonna be able to do. Might be here enough to survive. I guess we'll see once we survive. Yeah, we'll see. I think it might be a better way of going about it. Just tossing it. So Chicago, you ready? And King said he's ready. Because if somebody says there, oh, Dal, hold on, wait a minute, I'm not ready. Then that gives me a minute here to set up this duel video, which processed super quick by YouTube. It took a while to upload, but processed incredibly quick. Which is why we had to delay the stream by hair today. Otherwise, yeah. I had so much fun on EU, by the way. There were such good duels. Even though there was one game where a druid ran circles around the box for 10 minutes, I was enjoying myself. Maybe I'll look back and I'll be like, you know what, there's a lot of fat that can be trimmed out of this one. But I enjoyed that one because then the guy just, I mean, he just kept high constant pressure versus high constant healing the whole time. And the druid was like teetering on the edge of death. Until the Soul Reaper claimed his soul. I'm just already getting into that whole like trying to sprinkle flavor into the duels. Whereas Atho is the spirit of valor for the 5v5 duels. They needs blood spilled in the arena. They needs valor, honor earned before Atho makes an appearance. But I miss Atho showing up for duels regularly. All right, invite spectator match, Chicago. And Night King. We're in. First game of the day. The Grand Arena. This is the place where boys became men or rogues. Chat, this duel is going to be interesting for multiple reasons. You might have noticed exactly why. You're like, huh? What is going on here? I'm sorry. Wait a second, Dal. Is this some kind of rule-breaking thing? Switch. You might be wondering why in the world is Chill Pills and a Blood DK? My man, the Frosty Boy, the Unholy, he has been given my blessing, my permission for one game to do some Blood DK. There is a reason, chat, and hopefully we'll see it tonight. If it fails poorly, it fails poorly. But if we see it, we see it, and it'll be worth a clip. Trust me on this one. I've seen what he can do on this thing. It is going to be interesting. Well, Blood DKs are not really known for bursts, right? They're really all about whittling people down, so potentially could be a Stalwart Guardian protecting himself, keeping himself alive for years to come. Chicago to be first up, dropping down the big Earth Elemental immediately. Chill Pills with a Blood DK. To be honest, I don't really know Blood DK PvP that much, so it's not like I can really commentate. Stunning to Chicago. Potentially, maybe damage coming out. Chill Pills got himself a grippy hand. It's going to be a big heal for Chicago with the Aegis Trinket. It's going to absorb a lot of that magic damage, a lot of the shadow damage from the Blood DK. They do shadow damage, right? And Chill Pills got himself out of the Sundering. Not really sure how he got himself out of Sundering, but he did. But the grippy hand is going to be down for the count. Was that the burst? Was that potentially? So tanks technically do take more damage in PvP. So Chill Pills doesn't have like complete immunity here. He should be taking more damage than your average Death Knight, in fact. So for Chicago, they actually do stand a chance to be able to take down Chill Pills for what we was trying to do. We'll see. You guys will know what I'm talking about when you see it. Chicago taking a little bit of damage there for a second. And Chill Pills looks like he is recuperating back that not grippy hand, but the runic weapon. Again, I'm not really a Blood DK main. I won't be able to really tell you exactly what's going on, except that he's dropping out Death and Decay, summoned up an extra gold, building up some resources. When you see the bones around him, that means he gains a little bit of armor from it. As he gets hit, those bone shield charges do get consumed over time, which I believe gives him back that weapon, runic weapon back, which gives him extra bonus damage as well as some extra survivability. Chicago get hit with a stun. Is that potentially big damage on pills? Is that going to be the hit? Does a decent hit over Chicago, but I think Chicago massive hit. Chicago does get real low. That's going to be a big kill for Chicago with a wall. Does try to recover a little bit. Hold on there a second. What kind of a hit was that? But chill pills. It's a tank DK. That looked like a little bit of burst in there. Potentially, possibly. I think Chicago popped wall. Our pop big defenses without Earth Elemental at the very start with Chilpus had the grippy hand. Because I said Chilpus did some damage in this thing. And Chicago actually taking a little bit of hits. Not really sure. I think it's just straight up death strikes, right? I believe. But chill pills, it's going to be a wait until the runic weapon's back up. Potentially until the grippy hand is back up. Chicago will likely have the wall desync from it. But we'll have to wait and see. Ghost was down. What kind of a setup does Chicago play, by the way? I'm wondering. I actually didn't want to look. As you can see, a lot of my focus is into chill pills and what he's trying to go for. Stun on Chicago, potentially big damage. Gonna be a tricky for Chicago. Trying to ghost wolf out of there. No wall available. Trying to see if they can get away from chill pills. Chill pills got himself the grippy hand, but I don't think he can catch up to Chicago that easily unless he's got extra mobility. And I think it's gonna be a lot of the death that bursts out of the window. That's exactly what's gonna happen, actually. With the early blast, actually does quite a bit of damage to chill pills. Got himself the Van Blood to give him a little bit more health and a little bit of a flesh grab. It's gonna be interesting though. Again, I was just still waiting until that moment of chill pills. He does have a little bit of burst from Chicago. Ghost Wolves are jumping out. Chicago trying to get some damage in. Maybe some zaps towards chill pills. Honestly, again, I really just don't know the Blood DK paced out whatsoever for PvP. I won't be able to tell you what kind of a setup he's got going on. I just know which abilities hit pretty hard and what kind of a setup I'm looking for. Or what I'm personally looking for. When I'm looking for burst. But you do see Chicago's health randomly dropping down. Chicago got himself a little bit of heal. The generation getting used. I think they're just trying to be proactive versus this burst of chill pills. Got himself the weapon. Potentially maybe big damage, possibly. It's going to be Aegis Trinket. Trying to absorb some of the physical, or actually magic damage towards the chill pills. That's going to be double back-to-back death strikes though. Back-to-back on Chicago. Getting him quite low. Chicago does go for a heal as soon as that happens. Chill pills got a little bit of mobility with a Wraith Walk. Looking to catch up back to the Shaman. The random moments of bursts is I guess what we'll get to see. Out of chilled. Summoned up a ghoul, sacrifice immediately, but he's literally a tank death knight. So I don't really know if he'll have that much of an issue trying to heal. That's going to be a rune weapon coming back up sometime soon, maybe, possibly. Chicago with a big old alley blaster with chill pills. Chill pills does actually take quite a bit of damage here and there. He's a tank, but tanks they are designed for PvP, so they do take more damage within PvP situations. So their defenses need to really make a play. Like, Alley Blast actually did quite a bit of damage to him. But the difference is he can heal right through it. Stun on Chicago, potentially maybe big damage on Chilpus. Does get a pretty big hit on Chicago for a second, but Chicago with the amount of self-healing they have can recover. Maybe that's why Chilpus just needs to find a way just to wait out until Chicago's damaged. Chicago will have a trinket, will have a wall for the next big go. Chilpus might actually be in a little bit of trouble, taking a bit of damn. I think that's a Battle Master trinket gonna use right here. Chicago with a wall. So we'll not have that wall for later. So Chilpus could find a way to get Chicago away from any kind of pillars for the next go without that wall. Even if Chicago trinkets, it can still be quite a bit of damage. It could be a decent setup. He got a runic weapon, I think just used it. Or used it earlier, Thunder onto the Chilled. Chicago zaps him down. Chilpus does take a bit of damage. And we had that 5-minute dampener. Now it's going to be a little bit of a healing reduction for the both of them. Ellie Blast, but Chilpus absorbs it. I'm not really sure what exactly... I don't think he got that Aegis Trinket or anything for the absorb. Chicago does take a little bit of damage. I think it's just a blood death strike heal, isn't it? Chicago does get himself a heal, but Chilpus got a bit of damage through that heal. A couple of globals chunked out Chicago for a second. Dropping down Death and Decay. Does he play for the PvP talent to reduce the amount of healing that Chicago does while in Death and Decay potentially? Sunder onto the AMS and Chill Pills. Looks like he's going to back up out of there. I think he's trying to see if he can maybe get Chicago away from any kind of pillar. Potentially big damage is going to be tricking out of Chicago with a grippy hand. Does grip him out there. Potentially maybe a setup. Is this going to be the go? Is this going to be the Blood DK burst that I saw before? Chicago does take a big hit, so that's going to be Chill Pills taking him down. That is more or less the combo. that I wanted to see. That I will see it for Chilpil, sending me a couple of clips here and there. Apparently Blood DK has a little bit of a bite. I don't know, maybe Evil Scooty? Maybe we'll be able to see it on him? This is a warrior. Fury. Not trinkets. Aegis trinket. Using the Aegis trinket just to see if they can clobber down Chilpas with a full reg burst. Banner being used right now. Wait, did his recklessness just get disabled or does he still have it on? It looks like potentially still has it. Gonna be in charge over Chill as he's having to play very, very defensively. Evil Scooty just trying to take this man out of there. Gonna be a stun on Scooty, who does have a human Rachel to break up out of there. Chilpas might be in big, big trouble right now. The Blood DK with a big defensive, and there goes the execute. Alright, so I was hoping to maybe show off a little bit more of a Chilpil's Blood DK burst. He was able to do a little bit of that towards Chicago, but Chicago was extra careful with the defensives, like super careful with their defensives. Was not gonna get caught. He was not gonna get got by it. Get a shout out to Evil Scooty before the resident chicken who pops off, and Unspoken taking him out. When is this allowed? Only one time. Chilpil's had my blessing for one game to give it the best a good old go, but that's it. Out of this, no more Blood DK. No more Blood DK. Not if you're worried if you're destroying Blood DK. Good job, good job. Yeah, I think honestly, I was expecting for Chicago walk out, just be like, you know what? I don't know if a Blood DK is actually going to be able to do out here. And then the grippy hand comes out, and then all of a sudden, wham, big death strike. Because that's because then Chilpas was doing. Oh, Sensei taking that rogue out. That's what Chilpas was doing to dudes outside of Ogrimmar. But apparently Sensei just dropping the rogue to the ground with a single kick. I didn't realize he was going to take him out that fast. Body Crow? Wait, what is his name? Body Crow. Is that the real name? Windwalker versus Sensei gonna be up next as we hit on the 8-minute mark. The dampening is quite ramped up for the Blood DK duel. But we'll see if Body can make something happen. Oh my god. Panda with that Mog? Don't look that bad. Night Fae! Wait a second! Sensei does choose to pop a human racial for it. Just choose to trinket it. That's gonna be Body trying to see if he can reconnect. Night Fae with that mobility. Look at him, he even got the crane. Almost like he's trying to become the red crane, except he's the blue crane of the Night Fae Covenant. That is someone super out there. Going to be a disarm to Sensei. Will be denied a Fist of Fury for a little bit. It's going to back up out of there for a moment. Going to be Fist of Fury out of body, but does get hit with an in-cap. Still Fist and still hitting. Leg sweep out of Sensei. Going to be a trinket as he sees the BDB. That's also going to be images. His body's going to start attacking the images immediately. Going to go for a port. So to see Sensei popping off any other cooldowns. With the Wen joining in. Body should start to see if he can get away from those bursts. It's going to give him some mobility. Does boop Sensei out. It could be touch of death. Body's trying to see if he escaped touch of death. That's going to be his knockdown with his karma out of Sensei. His Body tried to go for the stomp of his own. This man is a stompy boy with that Night Fae. Gonna be a flesh cat. Interrupted at the last second. Body does himself a little bit of that Aegis trinket for some of them magic damage reduction. Karma versus Sensei, who's got a full slow and a root on him. Body used to see if he can escape those roots and maybe reconnect. Gonna be disarmed. So Body can go for Fist of Fury. Does he have anything to follow here? In cap to Sensei with Alexi to follow. Does he have anything to finish it? He might be in a bad spot. It's gonna be Fist of Fury. Maybe give an opportunity. Sensei kind of low on health. Body looking to maybe end the duel here. Does he have touch of death? Oh, quick touch of death by the Night Fae. Windwalker Monk, not a playstyle you see all that often in duels or in general. Oh, iFog's got the Dark Ranger Mog. That looks sick. That hoodie with the rest of it, looks so good. Literally, Dark Ranger just sees red eyes. Body getting blasted out by the Death Chakram. Looks like, oh, the Chakrams are going to take him out. In cap as he gets the Seed Pod. It looks like the pet and iFog should be able to take down the Seed Pod pretty easily. Again, I've never ever seen a Windwalker Monk that plays Night Fae, or really barely ever. Wei Sani is going to be up next as an undead. Oh, that whole Mog, the purple set. That looks fantastic. Do you even have eyeballs? I think this man is the first man I've ever seen this running no eyeballs. Also real pale with a mohawk. Yo, some of you guys Mogs, some of you Fits, they look good. They look fantastic. Gonna be Wei Sani backing up out of there as iFox, making sure to dot him up. Wei Sani not setting in the demons just yet, except now he is. He does need to get a bigger demonic army though. Needs to send in the Dreadstalkers, trying to go for a Tyrant really early. That's gonna be Decimating Bolt in the opener. Is he playing like some kind of a cheesy Decimating Bolt build? That's gonna be big grenade throwers. Wei Sani together with the Chakra Man grenades. taking a bit of damage. Gonna be a wall for old Fox. Is gonna have a mortal coil hit him with a Fellord around the corner. We're gonna avoid the Fellord as best as possible. Got plenty of range damage. Gonna be a quick shot meld with a stun, and it looks like Waysani might be going down. Wall is the only thing he's got in order to keep himself alive, unless he got another heal. Is gonna burn himself a Warlock Hellstone, but at 38% dampening, it's gonna be not a lot of healing at this moment. I think it might be over for Waysani, as iFox just used one more hit from a distance. Waysani was trying to go for some sort of a setup, but I think he might have been caught off guard, with Fang returning as the Fury Warrior Champion. Necrolord banner at the ready. Necrolord shield protecting his vitals. He got big old bloodied weapons. Bloodied with the blood of his foes. That's not even an effect. He just came out of a battleground. He's just going from a BG into here. iFox with a feigned death, trying to reduce some of the damage from the Blaze Storm. Gonna be a big banner. iFox could be in trouble. It's gonna be Mini Eternal as Fang. She is gonna turn attention onto the pet. That Raban pet just might get massacred. It does go down. iFox without a pet. That's gonna be Steel Trap. Does Fang get a way out of it? He did burn a trinket already for the Freezing Trap. No Blaze Storm, so it's gonna be a quick pet resummon for iFox. Better take a better care of that pet. Stun onto Fang. Potentially could be a reflect for the next Freezing Trap. I think iFox is just gonna go for as much dot damage and then back up out of there. Let the pets, let the dots rod down the warrior, leaping around the corner. Gonna be a reflect, so iFox is kind of a tight spot. Can't really go for a Freezing Trap just yet. Has to delay it for now. That is gonna be a Freezing Trap opportunity, but he's got some damage versus Fang. Gonna be a fear, and that's gonna be Fang. Turn attention onto the pet, building for a little bit of resources. It's gonna go over versus iFox. Fang death for a second. Skill Trap is gonna stop in place. He just needs a little bit more damage. Shattering Throw. Oh, he almost killed him with a Shattering Throw. Freezing Trap around the corner. Setting up a Freezing Trap like that is really, really deadly. If the warrior knows that it's there, he could just pop a reflect and walk over it. Like, if he knows it's there, he could just like guarantee that he's gonna get you out. Try to see if he can maybe whirlwind the pet out. Unable to though, so Fang is gonna go regenerating his own health behind the pillar. 30 minutes into the duel, 49% dampener. As Fang is looking to swing around the corner, pick up the eyeball. iFox looking for that full recuperation with a Manic Bandages trap set up versus Fang. It's going to be a reflect in case there's a Freezing Trap on top of him. But it's going to be a Steel Trap instead with a stun. Fang might be in a bit of trouble. It's going to turn the attention onto the pet. Can do a little bit of healing from the pet. There is also going to be a Freezing Trap that he gets to force out early. So now he knows next reflect there could be a Freezing Trap. He could utilize reflect for those purposes. iFox swinging around. Dropping a grenade. It's going to be a Flesh Scout back out for Fang. Is going to be able to get a full channel. Recovering health a little bit by little. Also has a bit of immunity to CC for a short moment after channel it. Unless for some reason he's not Marilat Soulbind. Which, you know, Krager has done it before. Trinket out of Fang, looking for the big banner burst. That's going to be reflect, so actually can't stop before he's a trap. Potentially maybe a Blaze Storm to follow. Does he have it? Could be a Blaze Storm. Does a Blaze Storm? iFox says Flesh Cut, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. Oh, slamming in mid. That's in mid. Flesh Cut, 20% damage reduction with his shield. He just took all his furious rage and crushed that Flesh Cut channel. 20% DR, doesn't matter to this warrior. Invisity, that's, I was going to say invisibility, but it's just Invisity is going to be up next. Outlaw Rogue from Turalian. Interesting. Outlaw Rogue versus Fury. I think Outlaw Rogue actually normally wins this if it's playing the right build. Gotta be. Invisity getting hit with a Fury immediately. Fang doesn't want to give him that much of an opportunity to get some sort of a setup. Blind, no trinket. Invisity is just going for the reset. Burned Adrenaline Rush, I'm not really sure why, but does burn Adrenaline Rush really, really early. You better get in there and get as much value out of it as possible, but in the end, it's better to stay safe against a Fury Warrior. Because if you pop your cooldowns, they pop their cooldowns, this is where you run. Gonna be a Flash Scout, just trying to make sure he's extra safe versus this guy. Fang should have a Flash Scout coming back up sometime soon, I believe. Maybe, possibly. As Invisity going for the reroll, cheap shot onto Fang. No trinket available, does have full defenses and everything. Cooldowns going back up for Fang very, very soon. Disarmed by the rogue as he's continuing his assault. Goes for a vanish cheap shot versus the warrior. I mean, all the rogues do have some wacky cooldown reduction as you spend calm points into finishers, stuns, slice and dices between the eyes and dispatches. A lot of your cooldowns recover quickly. Adrenaline Rush, vanish, grapple, everything but a blind. Even evasion comes back quicker. Feint, not cloak though. That'd be nuts if it did. But a lot of you get a lot of cooldown reduction from, you get rewarded for playing really aggressive, for really playing your class, for spending your calm points aggressively. So I guess you can vanish and you'll be able to get that cooldown back in like a minute if he's really aggressive about it. But that seemed like a really aggressive use of advantage. There's some wacky things you can do as outlaw with advantage. A lot more freedom than the other specs. Fang picking up eyes, trying to go for Bladestorm, does get Invisity out. There's going to be no saps available. With a blind to follow, Fang could go for a trinket, but he knows the Outlaw Rogue blind is a 1.5 minute CD. As Invisity is running out the clock, looking for that full reset. Going to be another set of eyes. Is Invisity just going to wait? You're just waiting game. Fang trying to hang out, but the eyes is not really picking him up just yet. Kind of trying to see if he can bait the Rogue. The Rogue is nowhere nearby. He's got to out in the open. He's going to get seen by Fang, but not quite caught immediately. Sab Zerka rages out of it, and Invisity trying to go for a bit of a setup. Cloak of Shadows versus the Warrior, burning that cooldown very early. Fang get hit with the disarm. He knows not to trinket this one. Could potentially trinket this if you wanted to. Going to be spike set up. Invisity looking for that behind the pillar gameplay. Fang trying to see if he can swing around the corner. Does have himself a charge. That's going to be banner to follow. Invisity trying to see if he can get out of there. Flash Guard being used right now. Maybe with a shadow meld or maybe just normal Flash Guard. Was with evasion. There goes the vanish. Aggressive use of that vanish. Cheap shot onto Fang. Trying to see if he can build up some resources. Fang is back on top of the Rogue with a Bladestorm to follow. Invisity popping off a defensive Aegis trinket, but there's nothing magical about this furious damage. There's only heat of the battle, which doesn't fire damage, but the Warrior does take him down. I think Invisity was trying to maybe play defensive, wait, and maybe get a setup. Chupa's actually burned quite a bit of damage into Chicago, by the way, as a blood DK. But that's gonna be the one-time thing, boys. No more blood DK, no more tanks. It's okay. No more tanks anymore. We're gonna play normal duels, normal games like we used to. All right, chill. Chicago, let me know when you guys got groups, and we'll get another one going. Dude, I was seeing Chillpills clap some booty cheeks over in Augermar. That blood DK burst surprised a lot of players. Not Chicago. Chicago knew exactly what was going to happen. They were like, you know what? I'm going to take every precaution. There's going to be some cheesy stuff. I was just thinking to myself, like, man, can I just have like a clip? It was going to be so funny. Chilled. Let's not do any more blood DK. That was the one time. I told them ahead of time, like, maybe you should scope out the competition. You know what I mean? Like, see how they play. You know, a couple of games was Frost Unholy, but we just sent it. Chicago, let me know when you're ready. We'll be good to go. 5, let's go. Get your more in the horde. Yo, Lucas. Yo, what's your group name? Join LG, boys. We got ourselves a custom PvP. What am I trying to say? We got a pin over at the top of the chat or how to join the groups. It looks like Lucas is looking for a couple more horde boys to join in. There's like 3 specs that be blood DK Fury's 1. You think if it wasn't? You think it's just Fury that? I feel like it was dampening, but also I feel like if Chicago didn't know what you were trying to do, I feel like they could have been a one-shot on Chicago potentially, or really anybody. And then if the Fear Warrior came in, like if you had cooldowns, I feel like you would have been able to like live it. But maybe I'm wrong in that one. Furica's constant 40% MS. Oh, it is. That's true. There is a constant MS. Which, you know what? Back then, dude, when they added Slaughterhouse, people were like, that could never work. That will never be a thing. You can't maintain that much rage. And here we are, where Fury Warriors just dominating on PvP. You know, if you're destroyed blood resistant and Chumpas, okay. Yeah, the 40% MS is just going to be killer. Plus, tanks do take more damage in PvP, which sometimes it doesn't feel like it at all. Especially watching the duel with Chicago. It definitely didn't feel like it at times. Alrighty, boys. So Twitch. I need to get my music in here. Something new, potentially. Gonna be Chill Pills. Chill Pills versus Sensei. First game, BDB down with Alexia. Gonna be trinket out Chill Pills with a quick blind onto Sensei. Was like gonna get a trinket out of Sensei, but looks like with the relentless trinket was not gonna sit that blind long at all. Chill Pills trying to see if he can get back over to Sensei. Gonna group him back over. I don't think he's gonna be able to get that blind anymore. Zuen join in. So a lot of the Chill Pills burst together with a grippy hand. It's kind of out of the window, dropping down Death of Decay next to Sensei behind the pillar. Is going to throw down random BDB, not a real BDB, just a random proxy BDB. Actually, the amount of damage Windwalkers do now with BDB because of the proc, almost majority of your damage is just BDBs. Because you have a lot of little hits that'll proc BDB. You have Fist of Furies, you have punches, you have your images, you have your Zuen. So you have a lot of little hits that'll get procs of BDB, which is just so much shadow damage for monks. Kind of crazy, at least for PvE content. Gonna be Sensei trying to go build up a little bit of resource here as he's getting some damage to Chill Pills. Chill Pills actually feeling the hurt pretty early on. Is gonna be jumping on the underside of the pillar pretty early with a Warlock Hellstone from Masonic consumed. as he's trying to kite out the monk as best as he can. Chain of Ice is fantastic for it. You can at least put some chains on the monk and walk away from him. Get away from Fist of Fury. Get away from many of his hits. Gonna be a port for Sensei really early. Blind but Chill Pills. Trying to see if he can get a stun into Sensei. Most likely gonna be that human racial. He's trying to see if he can waddle away so that Sensei doesn't break out of immediately. Fist of Fury is gonna be parrying out Chill Pills with an AMS. It's gonna get a stun to Sensei. Second stun to follow. This summon Chill Pills does get himself a lot of health, however. That's gonna be a pretty big heal right before he got disarmed. And Sensei is looking for that complete reset away from Chill. Did burn a human racial. That Relentless, I think, is really putting a dampener into Chill Pill's plan of blind into that Remorseless Winter Stun. And also it looks like Chill Pill's changed up the strategy. He's playing that Sindragosa's Fury on a 1.5 minute CD with that AoE stun. So I think what he's going for is Remorseless Winter into Sindragosa, or not Sindragosa, but it's called what's it called? It's called I forget what it is. Not Sindragosa, but it's the Dragon Strike, the Air Strike. That's all I got the name for it. That's all I got in my head right now. Somebody in chat will tell me. I'll be able to remember. I literally just forgot. BDB down on Chill Pills. Trinket is going to be yoinking back the monk. That's going to be disarmed. But the blind is up. He's going to get that stun over Sensei. Got himself the chill streak rolling between him and the pets. Potentially big damage over Sensei. Yoinked him back over. That's going to be potentially another yoink. Fist of Fury stopping down Chill Pill's assault right now. But it does get interrupted really early. Chill Pills with yet another grip onto Sensei. The monk is short-sighted and everything. Does he have anything left at all? Chill Pills got himself the 4-piece. Oh, slamming down. Big damage. Worm, that's the one. That's the ability I was thinking out, chat. Thank you, boys. Frost Worm's Fury, that's the one. My brain can only hold so many class abilities, and that one, I remembered Chill Streak, but forgot Frost Worm's Fury. That's how that went. Hogo Scooty is going to be up next, dropping down the big Recklesses with the Blade Shot to follow. Is going to be activated. That CC Mutagen Trinket, lots of damage to Chill Pills. Wait a second, this warrior just got so much pressure, just chasing after Chill Pills. Cannot be stopped because of the banner. Literally unstoppable. IBF, everything going to use, so that's going to be a bad sacrifice. Chill Pills under a ton of pressure, needs something, anything. He needs a flesh cap. Oh no, Evil Scooty just made himself immune to CC and just ran Chill Pills out of town with Fang jumping in there, not going for the same strat. Evil Scooty popping off every single defensive, trying to see if he can heal up as he is trying to battle through Fang. Fang going without Recklesses, potential big damage. Evil Scooty doesn't have any more defenses, trying to give himself a little bit of survivability unless he can disarm or something. I think it may be overfear onto Fang. Oh, and as he leaves Fang, making sure to execute him midair, taking him out. Almost looks like he kind of hit him with a battle for a home run. Gonna be Chicago taking a bit of that Furious Warrior damage. Does get the Raptors rolling. There's going to be a lot of Maelstrom rotating. It's going to be a reflect for Fang in case Chicago goes on, I think, for an Ellie Blast. I don't know what you hit yourself with. Did you hit yourself with a Frost Shock? I think it would just hit yourself with a Purge, because I don't think Purge does anything to you. Chicago is going to hit him with that Chain Harvest, harvesting a lot of the health from the Warrior, who's looking to bloodthirsted back to him, recuperating it in the battle. In the bloody battle. And Chicago backing up out of that. I think trying to see if they maybe be able to set up for a big burst. Sunder with a stun onto Fang. Potentially big damage. Ascendant's joining in. Fang is going to have to fight a Shaman that have ascended beyond all belief. Reflect is up. Is going to reflect one of the wind strikes back to Chicago. And Fang looks like he's going to go through full recovery. Big and regeneration. Regenerating all that health. Flash cut around the corner. Chicago with his low. Trying to mitigate it by going Ghost Rule, but still pretty slow down, as a lot of the flesh cut was able to coalesce around the Warrior. Was not able to finish that full flesh cut, so he doesn't have the health increase from health regeneration from it and the immunity benefits, but still in the action. Chicago backing up out for a little bit versus Fang, but can't really go anywhere. Warrior has a full slow with a banner, absolutely unstoppable. Unless Chicago got a way to stop him, it's going to be a wall getting used. 40% damage reduction. Is it going to be enough? However, Fang still on the chase. Chicago does find some line of sight behind the pillar. Auto attacks is still making their way through, but Fang isn't able to get those crushing blows. He isn't able to get those rampages in there, unable to get the empowered bloodthirst rolling. He's going to back out with that Earth Elemental. As Chicago gonna finally walk away from the pillar for just a second. Fang just needs to get a stun to Chicago and just find a way to stay on Chicago when they go into Ghost Wolf. Does not have a stun, can only play with a fear. Blade Storm. Chicago just recovered a lot of health from that Chain Harvest, but is gonna try to see if he can back away from Fang. Is definitely gonna try running as soon as possible. As soon as their health gets low, the small pillar Raptor form is going to give him enough mobility in order to try to see if they can get away from the warrior. Sunder with a stun. Fang takes a bit of damage. Try to go for a bit of a Berserker Rage to break out of that Sunder a little bit earlier. And Chicago with a Ghost Sword just trying to back up out of there. 6 minutes into the duel. 9% dampener. Gonna make it a really tough match for Chicago as the game goes on to heal through the damage of Fang. Gonna be Ghost joining in. It's gonna be plenty of Maelstrom, but that mana is limited. Does have decent regeneration on that mana, but has to be very, very careful of their own health. Next, if Fang has some big cooldowns, Chicago might be in big trouble. But so far, they've been able to survive this quite well. Got himself a zap towards Fang. Continue to use Maelstrom in order to get at least a little bit aggressive. They're gonna have to find a way to not only heal themselves, but at some point turn it around and try to see if they can burst down Fang. There goes the cooldowns out of the warrior with the full recklessness. Chicago trying to see if they back up completely. Gonna be that Aegis trick and just to pop a defensive of sorts. And looks like Chicago is got himself a little bit of that health recovery, trying to get some cooldowns back a little bit quicker with Ghost Tools and everything coming back soon, little by little. Chain Harvest in order to get a bit more healing versus Fang, but also a little bit of damage out as well. Sunder with a stun, gonna be the Ascendance. Fang with that enraged regeneration, looking like he's gonna be able to make a full recovery, leaping away from Chicago, potentially trying to get himself a flesh cap, regenerating instead. Ghost Raptor does join in, is gonna interrupt the regeneration. Chicago with a wind shear from range, also able to disrupt a lot of that self-healing recovery. But Fang, I mean, he's back in there. He's got a bit more damage going on. Chicago again with that pillar. As long as Fang finds Chicago around this pillar, I think it's going to be an easily defensible position for the shaman. Fang needs to find a way to get Chicago away from that pillar and then unleash his full recklessness with the mobility and find a way to just stay on top of Chicago. Try to keep him away from any pillars. I think that's really what it's gonna come down to. Eventually, I think Chicago. I guess my question is, does Chicago also have enough damage versus the warrior? They did burn a lot of cooldowns, so probably no damage for a while. But can they whittle down Fang over time? Because staying in combat with this guy, you need to get a melee in order to get your Maelstrom. But Fang is just going to get a lot of healing from you. Look, Chicago is already taking damage, and that's not even cooldowns. Walk going to use it really early. Chain Harvest letting Chicago recover, but Fang takes only a little bit of damage from the Chain Harvest. And Chicago is still in the defensive. That wall is about to come down, and Fang is about to get full recklessness. If you can find a way to stay on top of Chicago, he might be in a fantastic position. Potentially with a banner, he might be able to. I think that's what might happen. Banner together with Wreck to make sure that the banner doesn't put slows on him. Looks like he's going to try to see if he can back up, letting Chicago maybe walk away from the pillar. That's exactly what he's going to try to do. Maybe potentially switch up the scenery. But I don't think Chicago is going anywhere. I think they're literally just going to stay under there. They need that pillar. They need the defensive position. Going to be charged for Fang. And Chicago immediately got some slows on the guy. Maybe that's what Fang needs to do. Maybe he needs to kind of find a way to bait Chicago. Get his health really, really low. Pop off full cooldowns. Pop a defensive. But Chicago gets confident. I can definitely beat this warrior. I can definitely take him down. And then just surprise him out of nowhere. That might be the way to do it. As Fang trying to get some more damage from Chicago. Ghost Raptors are in. Potential for Chicago, this could be a good go here. Fang, I think maybe that's exactly what he's trying to go for. Maybe he's trying to get his health to get a little bit lower. Trying to make it look like, oh, maybe Chicago can commit. Trying to see if he can back up out of there. Gonna be the elemental. Flesh cut from a distance. Does get interrupted. How'd reflect for it? I'm surprised you actually could. Maybe Chicago purged, then interrupted. I think they're trying to go for his reflect. Flesh cut, and maybe reflect the wind shear. Chicago walking away from the pillar. Not super far. Hanging out by the edge in case they need to dip. Gonna be a charge by the warrior. Chicago with a Ghost Raptor. Got him some movement. And that's exactly what they're trying to go for. It's a mind games at this point. 10 minutes in a duel. 30% dampening. I feel like at this point, Chicago might just need to go for a big old go versus Fang. Send everything. Because eventually that dampening is gonna catch up with you. The warrior is also gonna lose a lot of that healing as well. Dampening is also gonna affect his output and his survivability. However, Warrior doesn't have to worry about mana, and the Warrior got a lot of consistent damage, where Chicago is really all about that burst damage. Not really sustained build, but rather the big chunky burst build. So the Warrior, I think, will outlast you. Gonna be that Sunder, missing. Chicago taking a bit of damage, gonna be about a halfway point. Fang could go for a big go. I think maybe he's trying to see if he can whittle down Chicago. Gonna be a little bit of heal for the Shaman. Got the Chain Harvest, getting Fang kind of low, but he has plenty of defenses, so he's not really worried. Sunder Totem or Stun Totem, tricking for Fang. Gonna be that Ascendance. Chicago going in for some damage. Gonna be that banner. Fang is unstoppable right now. Full recklessness. Chicago walked away from the pillar, got out in the open. I think it might be the Hail Mary. recovery. Trying to see if they can waddle back towards the pillar. The banner's still up with the warrior. Might be able to catch up to Chicago. He's trying to see if he can maybe do it. The banner is giving him a little bit of movement speed, or at least preventing him from being slowed up until a certain point. And Chicago does escape with about 20-ish% health. Looking like they're going to make a bit of a recovery here. Fang has full bar of rage ready to go. Chicago pokes out for a second. Going to be a reflect. Chicago looking to get more cooldowns back with the Storm Thunder Charge, I think it's called. Thunder Charge, I believe. Chicago getting kind of low. Execute range. Ghost Wolf. Let's go! Busted away from that Ghost Wolf for a second. Trying to make some kind of damage happen. But like I said, eventually it's going to be down to that kind of a game, where the warrior is going to be able to absolutely overwhelm you. With Invisity up next as the outlaw, trying to see if he might be able to play versus Fang last time, but it didn't quite work out how he wanted to. 12 minutes into the duel, 42% damage, but a cheap shot by the rogue, going for a adrenaline rush, building a lot of comp points. Got himself a full kit shot versus Fang. Is he playing like a pistol shot build, or is it like for a Vanish? I may be playing a Vanish build actually. I'll try to pay attention to it a little bit better. Gouge on the Fang after that disarm. Fang finally gets his weapons back. Finally gets access to his eyeballs again after that gouge. It looks like he's just going to try to see if he can crush the rogue right then and there. Evasion out for the rogue. Fang just needs to wait it out. This is where Invisity can be pushed in versus the warrior. It's going to go for the leap as the kidney shot comes down. Invisity going for a grapple hook around the corner. Getting some spikes on the Fang. Fang just waiting out for the defenses to be done, to try to see if he can build up maybe potentially for some damn. Going to be Invisity with that vanish. Fang looking for the recovery. Another gouge is going to be Zerker Rage to help him get out of there. Does not have a charge by the looks of it. Does have the Kevin Slime to at least heal off of, so that's exactly what he's going to touch. Blaze Storm versus the Rogue. Just try to see maybe it might be able to immune any of the damage. Maybe a kidney shot. Next kidney shot can be pretty deadly for Fang right now, actually. Looks like he's just going to back up out of there. Maybe go for a Flesh Cap. He still has the Kevin Slime chasing after him, so he can get a little bit of healing, a little bit of resources from that thing. Does pick up a little bit of healing too. And it looks like Invisity potentially going for a reset. Fang behind the pillar. I think he wants to go for a full Flesh Scout, but he needs to know where the rogue is at in order to go for one, in order to go for a full recovery. Hitting Invisity with a slow. SC opens up with a cheap shot. The rogue just goes in. Sinister Strike spamming. Kidney Shadow versus Fang. Try to see if he makes some damage. Rerolling the bones inside of your opener. Best to reroll the bones outside of the opener. Also, Invisity, do you not have a trinket? Okay, so he's running Aegis trinket. I know he's running that. What other trinket is he running? Is that just like full defensive Aegis Battle Master? Or maybe like an Aegis proc trinket? Gonna go for that invisibility sap onto Fang, who is gonna Zerker Rage out of it, interrupting that Flesh Cup with a quick pummel. Pummeling Rogue. Destructed that cast. Fang jumping down, potentially going for the leap. Is gonna go for the leap, potentially a Flesh Cup. Looks like he's actually just gonna chase after Invisity. He should know the next kidney shot could be pretty deadly. Is gonna have a trigger for it. Invisity, potentially with an evasion. Trying to see if he can blast himself out of there. Fang does have the banner. Trying to see if he can catch up to Invisity with crushing blows. Letting him reconnect. Vanish for the rogue. Is gonna go for the cheap shot. It is gonna be heavily DR'd. And with the Cloak of Shadows, Invisity just doesn't really stand much of a chance at the very end. With iFox being the last one left, running in there as a survival hunter. Going to be a full Flash Cut out for Fang. Does have a defensive, but without a trinket and a lot of the cooldowns, I think he might be in a tight spot. Blaze Storming to break out of those slows. Away from iFox, might have pop big defensives. Is going to start trying to recuperate some healing whenever he can. Charging towards the pet. He can't really control where the hunter is going to be, but he can definitely control the pet. Quick Flash Scout by iFox as they get some cooldowns rolling, and Fang is just going to stay on the pet, get some Bloodthirst in there, try to get whatever healing he can. Got himself Reflect versus iFox, not even paying attention to the hunter whatsoever. I don't know if he got a fear anymore. He's gonna get himself one more. I think it paid to victory. It's just so heavily DR'd. Fear onto iFox. Fang is just trying to do whatever he can just to survive. Does this miss? He just Flesh Cutted, so he doesn't really have much work in here. Maybe he has the regenerating again. Maybe he can go for that Zandalari racial. Again, just trying to avoid the pet, trying to avoid the hunter. But there's only so much you can really do in this situation. Killshot gets him deadly low. He does have dots on him, and it looks like it's going to be down for the count. With Unspoken potentially getting himself a quick duel versus iFox, triggered by the hunter immediately as it was a kidney shot by the rogue. Freezing Trap to fold, he just go for a trinket. iFox is just gonna go for many, but it's just blind onto the hunter. No more trinket available. The pet was trying to see if they could keep Unspoken out in the open, but I think the rogue should be able to sap him out. I don't know if the rogue has a common points for this. He's gonna have himself the not even need the trinket. He just got himself burst. Oh, actually no, the trinket did do something. Trinket did do a bit of burst. They just went in with the Shadow Blades and everything, taking him out. Fang trying to go for 3 kills in a row. Man, almost was 4, but if the dampening wasn't that high, he might have been able to come back. He might have been able to return. Alrighty, boys, let's get another one going, yeah? Yo, I'm loving these duels, dude. I'm loving how many Fury Warriors we got all of a sudden. It used to be like Fury Warrior was kind of like this obscure spec. Well, it used to be really popular back in BFA, if you remember. We had your boy Krager, we had Kachikan. Everybody in the mother felt like playing was playing Fury because it was just so survivable in duels compared to arms. But then, like in Shadowlands, Fury kind of been falling off a little bit. I mean, we've seen Fury Warriors here and there, but they kind of fell off for PvP with mostly arms dominating. Even to the point where some of you guys, actually a lot of you, were playing arms for duels. It was working really well. You just would basically overpower people, go Necrolord, play that second wind talent, and that was it. You just gotta stomped over these boys. Nick, you got a group? 5? Yo, I think you take it over for Chicago? Is Chicago go down for the night, or is Chicago just swap into another alt maybe? What's up, Dal? Good evening. Send a hail from Brazil. What's up, Kelly? Doing, guy? Your Dal hooked me up with Aya. Wait, huh? What are you trying? Wait, huh? Hook me up with Aya. Wait, who? Huh? Honestly, I thought the rogue had that one. I know, right? Like over that 180k damage to do 80% barrier in the HP pool. It is crazy, right? It is crazy. Alrighty, we got your boy Nick. You got your boy Night King. He got his own group? Really? But I got a 5? Okay, let's do this. Let's do Night King versus the Monk. I logged on a Horde. Okay. In Aram's group. Okay, cool. So we gotta go, Nick, are you lead? Or is Aram's lead? Because if you're lead, then I can queue you guys real quick. Let's do Night King versus Nick, and then we'll do Chicago versus Nick potentially. Because he's in a Horde. This is gonna be interesting. New people. Awesome. I'm lead. Awesome. That works out for me. All right, let's queue them. Night King with Nick. It should have been a coin flip, honestly, between Chicago and Night King. I'm just gonna give it to Night King just to see how it goes, and then we'll do Chicago right after. So Bellator, Belly Group, Sensei, all you guys are gonna get to play 2 in a row. So stick around. Let the other group with Ready 5 is DJ Flex Elad. Flex Elad, I got you. DJ Flex, I got you in here, Aaron. I got you, my guy. Hey. Like RMP shaman through Warlock clip today? Yeah, it's crazy. Is there any other lines group? Yo, CBZUs, I don't know if there is one. Where's Seawork? That's a good question. Somebody should message him. Be like, yo, my guy, you joining? You joining the fun this evening? He might be busy IRL though, but maybe I'll hit him up. You know what? After this, I'll message Seawork after this. Somebody remind me. Somebody in chat remind me to message Seawork. I'll just see if he wants to join, or maybe he's busy. I'll just ask him, yo, we doing duels? Some of the boys in chat were asking for you. You busy? You popping in? It's up to you. I don't want to feel like I'm forcing Seawork. Yo, it's like, yo, Seawork, time for your weekly duels. You know, it's like if you want to join, you want to join. Or if you don't feel like it, it's all good. So Twitch. Yo, Sensei gonna be going up versus Body Crow. Are you still Night Fae on this thing? Because Body last time beat Sensei. I mean, I guess the Sensei was coming in with some cooldowns lost. Body, taking a lot of damage. It's gonna go for a big board. It's got himself the big ring of peace, but it's gonna be booped. Wait, oh no! He's just got put in a corner. What happened? Lexi put a Sensei. Doesn't look like he's gonna trick out of it. Body might be a little bit behind cooldowns and survivability wise. Did a little bit of punchiness towards Sensei. Got a couple of fists in there. Fists of Fury flying for Sensei. As Body looking to get out of this ASAP. Still playing Night Fae as a monk. Got that two-hander. He got the 2100 enchant too. Did you get 2100 as a Night Fae? Kind of nuts, actually. I wonder if there's like a playstyle to it. Does drop down the self-heal or the ley lines, the Fae lines? Felines? Is it Fae lines or felines? Try to go for a better range of damage versus Sensei. As he got himself that Aegis stricken. Sensei's actually kind of low in health. If Sensei gets super low, that could potentially be a quick touch of death out of Body. Body does not have a trick anymore, so he might be in a tough situation. Going to be a quick karma versus Sensei, who's got himself an in-cap. Looking to bail up out of that. Body does have his Zen joining in, so the potential could be big damn. Walking away from the Fist of Fury of Sensei. Next sweep by Sensei could be really, really deadly. Body just put himself in the corner right here, with the camera just kind of like almost clipping through. The camera gets like weird zoom angles on it. But it's so funny. You drop down a Ring of Peace and then you got a Ring of Peace on in there. Just gonna boop, boop, boop. It might be like your safe haven place, but it also might be a trap you're creating for yourself. Leg sweep by Sensei, got the quick in cap. Body could be in trouble. It's gonna be a big leg sweep by Sensei. Potential big damage. Body needs to have one out. Oh, seed pod. I don't think Sensei's gonna have trouble blasting right through it. Does end up taking it out. But it looks like it's gonna be way Sani. Doesn't really get to play that much so far, but Wayside, he finally gets a chance tonight. Got himself the full flesh cap, Necrolord shield set up and ready to go. A Sensei has got himself a bit of a stun around the corner. Looking for a bit of a reset versus Waysani. Warlock kind of waiting for Sensei to really approach him. He's trying to make sure there's a bit of distance. It's going to be Zoen joining in really early on, sending in the pet. Mortal again set up. Waysani with a really early Tyrant. I wonder why he's going for the Tyrant that early. Got himself the big decimating bolt. Is he got some kind of like a cheesy build or something? Sensei is going to have the Tyrant chasing after him. Quick kick up on the Tyrant, but is the Waysani guy that's really got some damage. Demon Doggers potentially could be big damn. Demon Bolt. Oh, does he have a second one? That Demon Bolt did a lot of damage, Sensei. Oh, another one? Oh, Karma? Is he going to burn through the last one? Quick incap, does he have an interrupt? It's going to be Aegis Trick and trying to give himself protection. There's going to be more Demon Bolts flying out. As Sensei does have a Karma. He does have the Aegis Trinket. So that was a lot of defenses used just now. There's going to be more Demon Doggers joining in. Waysani is just charging out and is spamming Demon Bolts at this guy. Wait a second, is Sensei dead? Stunned by the pet? Dread Bites? Wait a second. Oh! Waysani just... He's playing like the weirdest build possible. He just dropped in the Tyrant just to buff his own health, just to buff his own damage. He doesn't even care about like making a big demon army and then summoning a powerful Tyrant. He just wants to be like, I want a damage buff. Hey Tyrant, give me that 15% damage buff. What is this hits? How is he hitting with so many decimating bolts back to back as hard as he is? What is this build? What is this setup? It looks like this guy's just running around spamming decimating bolts. He's barely shadow blading or shadow bolting. Gonna be DJ Flex getting hit with the decimated bolt. Aegis Trinket does reduce damage, decimated bolt damage, but those demon bolts are gonna be giga empowered. Wait, he just needs to wait until the shield is down, and then he'll be able to get more. Gonna be a turtle. Waysani just gotta. Oh, he's just sending more in. He just got so many of those bolts. He's just sending them. He's just sending them. Actually, kind of nuts. Waysani kind of low on health though. Could be in big trouble. Needs to go for some kind of self heal. Oh, DJ Flex does end up lobbing a grenade on him. What was that damage? That man had surprising DPS. Chillpill's trying to see if he can yoink Digiflex over to him. Just standing next to him, Remorseless Winter is going to be able to yoink him back over. Just going to try to see if he can chop him over with a Frosty. Frosty strikes with the tier set, crashing right through. The spikes just blasted right through the skin of Digiflex, tearing him right through a leg. The Glacier through Titanic. Just absolutely decimating the boy. Average Rogue getting hit with the blind immediately. I was an IBF on Chillpills, get himself the extra pet. An Average Rogue kind of rooted out in the open. I like the mug. It looked like a word that was like a blacksmith in Orgrimmar, and then you were called to battle, so you picked up some weapons from your shop. That actually looks like that whole blue aesthetic looks so good. I don't know what it is. Chillpills trying to get some souls onto the Rogue. That is going to be a quick shadow step with a kid shot. Doesn't Rogue have enough damage? Not Relentless Trinket, but what is it called? Resolve? No. I don't remember a grenade trinket. The Cosmic Grenade. It'll come to me. But the Cosmic Grenade trinket used versus Chillpills does recover a lot of health after that though. Gonna be a full stun. Stun into Average Rogue. Could potentially be in trouble. Another stun to follow. But it's still gonna be the death and chopping right through him. Oh no! Average Rogue! I guess that is the Average Rogue experience versus a full Frost Death Knight with the tier set. You just open up and you get chopped up. Absolutely spiked through with glaciers as Chillpills trying to see if he can walk away with Bellator. That's going to be slows back to back onto Bellator as he got himself full recklessness. That's going to be potentially big damage. With blind Bellator trick inside of it, trying to see if he can stay on him. It's going to be a Night Fate burst, and that's going to be a back-to-back runes by Chillpills. This man became a Frost Mage. I guess he got a playstyle with a PvP challenge where if enemy is really slow and he Chain of Ice, he roots him in place. So he does have a way to separate away from the guy. Bellator trying to see if he can catch up, charges and leaps. Gonna be a big knockdown. Chillpills in big trouble. Got him some big defenses. Again, just trying to see if he can keep chains on him. Bellator trying to slow him down. Chillpills is under a ton of pressure, having to go for a flash gun behind the pillar. Bellator just unleashed so much carnage upon this Death Knight. Almost take him down in a single go. Shattering throw, try to see if he can break through a shield with no more trinket. So it's going to be a stun out of Chillpills. Bellator still trying to see if he can bust through a flash gun. Able to cut through it like butter, but Bellator's got a low in health. Going to be disarming Chillpills. Trinkets out of it just so he can get one more glacial advance in there. And Aussie Kassan is going to be up next. Aussie? It almost sounds like I'm calling him Aussie, like he's Australian. But Aussie Kassan. He's looking beautiful, by the way. He got himself the Resolve Trinket, Nova, Combustion, Chillpills with a Trying to see if he can blind the sleet thrown into Aussie's eyes, but Trinket's out of it, just trying to see if he can one-shot him. Unspoken gonna be up next, waiting out for that combustion. Aussie thinks he's fighting against Fang, but that's not the case. He's like, wait a second, I guess I'm fighting the warrior. The rogue is in stealth. Good thing that Fang is like, you know what? I'm not even gonna take offense to that. I'm gonna take that heat. Ooh, that's hot. That's nice. It's warm. This Fang is just going for that flush gun back there. Ultra time up for Aussie. The rogue better be careful not to sink too much valuable damage to Aussie. Does interrupt on fire. I wonder if that's going to benefit him. Could potentially be a polymorph out of Aussie. Does get himself a little bit of health back. Not that much though. I guess maybe he started out with Ultra Charm at low health. Going to be set up by the rogue with a kidney shot. Aussie got himself a fear or a breath. With a Ring of Frost, it's going to be a potential ice bucket on Aussie. As his health is dipping kind of low, gonna be that smoke bomb by the rogue. Maybe Aussie trying to see if he can blink in there with a Nightfade Soul Shape. That's gonna be a DFA for the rogue. Looking flashy, big carry and go. It's gonna be a cauterize and nice block together. This is where honestly, as a fire mage, you want to try separating those two defenses apart. You want to try to have an ice block recuperation moment, but you also want to utilize that cauterize in order to cauterize your wounds and get himself a bit of a reset. Picking up the eye, and Unspoken is there to attack and assault Aussie with a big grenade trinket. Again, I gotta remember. Resonator, that's what it is. Interrupt on Poly. Aussie might be in big trouble. He doesn't have any more defenses. Local shadows for the rogue. It's gonna be over. That seed pod ain't gonna keep you alive. No, I guess the rogue with full cooldowns and does get taken out. So look at the most kills. I think a shield pill is splitting these boys in half. 3 kills in a row before he got taken down by the mage. Just exploded with a grenade. Let's get another going, boys. Yo, Held Rock, my man. That's the name I haven't seen in a bit. How you doing, beauty? How you doing, buddy? Hope you're doing alright. DFA DB lol. Was that actually DFA DB? That's crazy. I didn't even notice he DB'd. I was just more mesmerized by the DFA itself, the act of him going up in the air. Let's get Nick and Chicago next. Yo, Held Rock, you're more than welcome to join in. We still host these duels. You're more than welcome to come by, my guy. If you wanna. I gotta also play them. Yeah, I will. And then we'll get you back in here. Probably Chicago and Night King after. NA, how many? 60, 70? No, 60, 61? There we go. Our group to Chicago? Yeah. Definitely. Let me see if, Seavark. Hey. Some of the dueling boys asked if you'd be joining tonight. Hope you are having a good evening, my dude. I'm not gonna tell Seavark, yo, I want you to join in. I'm gonna be like, yo, some of the dueling boys asked if you'll be joining tonight. Hope you're having a wonderful evening, my guy. Reminder down for Seavark. There it is, G. Thanks so much for popping in, man. Yo, how you doing, by the way, G? Hope you're having a good one, my man. You boys excited for the Tuesday, dude? I'm feeling good today. Over the last few days, man, I've been feeling pretty good. For the 5v5 duels, that's been a lot of fun in particular. I've been really enjoying these so far on EU and so far on NA as well. Doing good. I'm a cook now. Been busy. Oh yeah, we have a guildie who's a chef. Oh, he's been through like, I don't know if he's chefing right now, but he's been like, his culinary arts, and he was a chef for years and years. So he told us how busy that can get. Hopefully you enjoy what you're doing, my guy. Yo, hopefully you're whipping up something good, you know what I mean? All right, switch. Looks like it's gonna be CBZ's up first. Got that. Oh, get it reflected on, but Bellator on that fear is gonna break out of it pretty quickly. It's gonna be Bellator trying to see if he can knock down CBZ's with a mortal coil. Set down immediately. Tyrant coming out right now. Bellator looking to hide behind the pillar, backing up out of there, retreating for a second with a tactical one. And it looks like he's just gonna obliterate that Wrathguard completely. Fellord joining around the corner. Wrathguard falling. The Fellord does get the knockdown. CBZ's better be getting another pet up and running. That's gonna be a Felguard summon. But it's a summoned Felguard. Needs to get his own Wrathguard. Feared by Bellator. Snagging a heal from one of the pets. And that's gonna be a lot of damage back to back versus CBZ. So does back up out of there for a second. Does resummon a fresh new Wrathguard. Trying to attempt to Shadow Fury versus Bellator. No interrupts by the warrior for a while, but CBZ is super low on health. Leap by the warrior. Look at the slam down. Big damage to CBZ. Trinkets, but I see a seed pod. Oh no. Wait, so did you trinket after you got hit by the seed pod? Is that what happened? It was good. He's gonna be out next. Got himself. No result trinket just yet, just a banner waiting for the weapons to come back up. And I think then he might just use a resolve for later. Get himself full recklessness. Belcher is going to take a lot of damage from the warrior. Full wreck for banter up. Belcher is just going to have to use the survivability tools as fast as possible. Get himself in rage regeneration. Isn't going to be enough though. Evil Scooty with a full enrage regen of their own. Belcher down on defenses for a bit. Evil Scooty with even more cooldowns. It's going to be a big executes back to back. Belcher trying to see if he can get away. Maybe a leap for Evil Scooty. Does he have it? Does catch back up to Belcher. It's catching up a little bit of healing of his own. Going to be a Dragon's Roar. Reckless is back up. Disarm those. Belcher got some cooldowns. Evil Scooty leaping back in after him. It's going to be a quick fear. Belcher get hit with Execute 1, Execute 2, and Evil Scooty taking him out with a flesh cap. Recuperating his fast. Is this man playing one-handers? Wait a second. Is Evil Scooty playing Fury Warrior one-handers? I swear to God, those are one-handers. There's no way those are two-handers, right? Or maybe they're the smallest two-handers I've ever seen. Sensei gonna be up next with Scooty. Get hit with the disarm. I don't know if Scooty got much. Quick touch of death. Just taking him out. Was that one-handers? Hold on. What, chat, are those one-handers or two-handers? Because I'm sure these are one-handers. This man might be playing a new build. Is there a benefit to playing Fury as a one-hander by any chance? You know? iFox gonna be up next with a big old coordinated assault. Death shock him. Trying to run through Sensei. Got himself the 45 brew, but that shield is that health increase. That defensive is kind of a... It's an okay defensive, but I feel like I've seen so many monks just throw out a Fort Brew just because it's like, oh, I'm taking a little bit of damage, a better Fort Brew. Just because you're like, you know what? I don't know if it's going to help me that much. Gonna be that chimeric slowing down Sensei. Silence him in place. It's going to activate the Aegis Stricken. It's going to help him against quite a bit of that magic, quite a bit of that fire and poison damage versus iFox. But he's got himself an in-cap. Flash guy behind the pillar. It's going to be iFox pulling the pet back for a second. He wants to make sure he doesn't leave the pet unattended versus Sensei. Does get the harpoon around the corner through the box. Freezing trap as Sensei. We just continue to chug along. Look at this man. He's just pumping and pumping and pumping and pumping. Enter a disarm onto iFox. Doesn't necessarily need the weapon. The grenades and the explosions really is the weapon that he needs. Sensei with a big diffuse magic. Trying to reduce again as much of that magic damage as possible, which is actually valuable against the survival hunter. As iFox goes in for a stun, Sensei has no odds. I think it's going to be over for Sensei. Potentially got himself a board. Oh, a kill shot right into the right shoulder. You're going to see that man just drop down, just grab his shoulder, and then fall. Freezing trap as Average Rogue goes for a trick and doesn't want to let his burst opener go to waste. Trying to go for the Kirin setup. iFox might have to use defenses in order to survive this. Potentially a turtle shell. Looks like he's going to try to see if he can save play with the Rogue. Rogue goes in for a vanish. I think iFox, this is where maybe a turtle should have been used, but unless Average Rogue makes a dire mistake with a stun, I don't think iFox loses this. This man does run Relentless Resolve Trinket, so maybe it doesn't even need it. Stun? Oh, clean stuns. He was clean about it. Sometimes you're like, you know what? Maybe I'll just Shadow Strike it. Maybe I'll let there be a gap between my stuns, and it'll be okay. Sometimes you go for that. You know, one-handers more speed when haste with single-handed Fury. More speed and haste. Really? I didn't realize it. Boy, that's nutty. Okay, I might need to give it a go. Is that an actual build? I might need to give it a try myself. Because that warrior seems like he pumps. Gonna be some pumping damage out of Chicago, by the way. That's Rogue going for the kidney shot. Chicago ain't worried. That's quite a lot of damage into the Rogue with a Ghost Raptors by themselves and a little bit of mass regeneration. Rogue just a zap away from death. Got himself the Sippy Cup from Kirin. Does he have the big Sippy? It looks like he got himself the consistent Sippy. It's not going to give him healing immediately, but it said it's more healing over time. And the average Rogue looks like he's going to make that average recovery, or more than average recovery. Actually, quite a good recovery for him. So far, been pretty survivable. Ghost Raptors join in. The Earth Elemental's there just for the show. Average Rogue trying to make a play. Resolve Chicken out of Chicago. Takes a bit of damage, but doesn't really go down. Average Rogue is super low in health. And Chicago is going to end up taking him out. Not super high into dampening, so he's able to catch up on healing. Aussie blinking in with a quick breath for a fire mage. That's the way you want to get aggressive versus shaman, because the shaman can shut down a lot of your damage. Gonna be Chicago trinketing away from the result trinket. Just doesn't want to take the damage in the first place. This time, Shiasuka will be able to go for a big combustion, but Chicago can at least deal with it. No grounding totem, which is gonna potentially put him behind. But he's also going to be able to at least interrupt him on fire, or potentially just purge his combustion in the future. So for Aussie, at least he doesn't have all his bursts gone. But Chicago is the class that perfectly counters a mage in most cases. It's going to be a full combustion. Chicago, do they just play defensive? Potentially Wall is going to be able to remove that combustion very quickly from Aussie. And Aussie got himself the alter time. Are they going to use that alter time to return back to where they were? I think they canceled it. Unless it's still on him. Big zap out of Chicago. Aussie able to go for a shield. Unable to play the triple shield legendary. I remember when they used to play triple shield? Aussie just going for a little bit of a shift in power. Trying to get some cooldowns back together. Gonna be yet another breath with another Ring of Frost setup. But doesn't really have cooldowns anymore. Got himself the shield, which is getting burned through by Raptors really quickly. Let's get some Fire Blast, Fireball. Chicago setting up a Primordial Bolt. So potential the next zap could be massive if only they had a bit of Maelstrom. But it's going to have to go for a little bit of self-heal. Aussie backing up out of there. Got himself the homies in order to give himself a little bit of defensive with those mirror images. And Chicago is looking to swing around the corner. Potentially get himself some sort of setup versus Aussie. Poly by the mage. But he's still kind of low on health. Next set of Ghostos could be really deadly. Aussie not playing the triple shield legendary, which most mages nowadays don't really play defensive like that. I think it's got nerfed into Oblivion and beyond. It's still really good in some cases, like against this duel, when you have a shaman who can just purge. Like he can just purge your shield really quickly. Otherwise, you would have to spend at least 3 globals to purge a lot of your defensives. Here we can just like use it one and done. Aussie, does he not run it with a double Lego? Because Aussie should be able to move with a Unity Nightfield Lego. It's going to be the Cauterize using the Ice Block on top of it. Going to be popping both of those defenses at the same time. It is going to send him behind if he's trying to play for a more defensive game over time. With Chicago popping off a full flesh scaff. Aussie waiting out for Chicago. Maybe Aussie has another go. Potentially could maybe get himself yet another breath. Getting up close and personal. Breath, maybe with a ring. It's going to be a poly. That's going to be most likely the Resolve Trinket. Yeah, the Resonator. There it is. Back it up out of the Chicago, not Trinket out of this. It's going to be full combustion. Chicago popping off the wall. Trying to see if he can purge and remove. Combustion does get to Aussie. This is where you kind of hoping you have Fire Blast and Fire Blast to continue the pressure. But it's going to be Chicago trying to go for a heal. Aussie didn't go for an interrupt. Could have potentially interrupted. Aussie found himself super low health. Can't go anywhere. Can't do much. Chicago knows they're going to win this one. Better recover a little bit of health before they go into the next duel. Because GG Flex is going to be up next. Chicago is just going to try to see if they can whittle down the seed little by little. And DJ Flex is giving Chicago an opportunity to go for a little bit of an honor duel. Kelvin Slime did a bit of a spit, but it doesn't stop this honorable bow between these two champions. DJ Flex approaching nice simultaneous bow by the two of them, almost like this coordinated. What's up, Matt? How you doing, man? What's up, Reverend? You joining in tonight? I want to see Reverend join in, dude. I want to see more of that destruction action. Stunning Chicago, trinkets out of it as more. Ghost was joining in for Chicago. Got himself a little bit of that Maelstrom generation. 8 minutes into the duel, 9 minutes so far. The dampening is going to reduce the healing of these boys, but quite a bit. Almost like there's a warrior constant on top of you with that mortar strike effect. Minus the damage. It's almost like there's a warrior beating it with a foam sword that does no damage, but it still applies a mortal strike to the both of you. DJ Flex backing up out of there completely, setting up some traps towards Chicago. Looks like the Earth Elemental does eat that steel trap. And DJ looking for a bit of a reset, but looks like he's actually going to back up out of there. His pet, does he get resummoned? Does he get removed? Wait, he might need a new pet. Freezing jump in Chicago is able to get a revive pet. I guess Chicago took down the pet over time. As Chicago went in for a big old punch haymaker, but they got frozen. I love some of these animations you get frozen on. I love it. But it's also just as funny when you get like, when you get frozen but you're still moving too. Like when the monk got frozen and you're still punching. He just, he's just got those two engines revved up and they're just got like pistons firing off. Both of these fists. Chicago with a plate shot. DJ Flex again looking for that pet resummon. Is Chicago just super aggressive at killing that pet? That thing has died so many times. I guess it was Raban. It is an undead pet, so it should be dead already. DJ Flex trying to get himself a bit of a heal, but I think with a flame shock, unable to really get it going for long. Does go for a feign death after. Maybe looking for that camera reset. Needs to make sure his pet is not out in the open. Gonna be totems around the corner. Does get the pet stunned up. DJ Flex trying to eliminate totems. Chicago going for a flash scout. DJ Flex not even pushing in. He's got a low on health. Has a turtle in case things really get bad for him. But he's looking for a bit of that reset. 10 minutes into the duel. Ghost Raptors joining in. Chicago get hit with a steel trap. Gonna be a camo for DJ, but looks like one of the pets or something is still in combat. That's gonna be the Raptor getting attacked by the other Raptors. Did you make a friends? Except not much of friends. Actually, no. It's more like a weird high school friendship. Like you have a friendship. I'm gonna stop myself there. I was gonna say like if you have a friendship with a bully, and I was trying to figure out how can I spin that into a joke. Not really. No, it's more like a brotherly friendship, right? You love a brother, even though he beats up on you all the time. I think it's more or less similar to that. He's the runt of the party. He doesn't have those pretty colors of the elements. Gonna be revived Pet yet again, yo. GG Flex. That Pet is just died and died and died again. Chicago's super aggressive killing that thing. GG Flex just making sure to get some dots, some damage over to Chicago. It's gonna be Raptors joining in yet again. GG Flex might be in a bit of a trouble. If Chicago can reconnect, maybe get himself a Primordial set up with a double zap versus GG. That's gonna be the Flame Shot getting set up with a Steel Trap. One of the Raptors eats it. The Freezing Trap eaten by Chicago. And again, the Pet is just dead. Maybe the Pet just dies from the Flame Shock. That's all it is. GG Flex got himself yet another camo. They're just going for them for the long haul. Does Chicago have any more eyes? There is an eye from super far away. It looks like you just setting up traps way ahead of time. Chicago making sure to hit the Pet every single time when they can. That Flame Shock, I think, is really going to tick him down. There's going to be a Primordial getting set up on GG Flex as well. Potentially could be double zaps on both the Pet and the Raptor. Ghost Raptors joining in. But Chicago can get enough Maelstrom. If they can get GG Flex in place for a second, slow him down, maybe hit him with the Thunder Stun, unleash a bit of damage, they could potentially make something happen. GG Flex with a Feign Death for a second. I think might just go for a Freezing Trap on Chicago, as Raptor should be fading soon. Thunder somehow hitting him. GG Flex had no hold whatsoever. Revive Pet doesn't have any Flame Shocks on him. Oh! I think he had his shield fall off in the last second, and then a Flame Shock ticked on him. Oh my god. Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is. How many did Chicago get there? 2? 3? I think one of them might have been a Night Fade. So I think that might have been a 3, but I could be wrong on that. Let's get another one going, boys. I like these duels. Seaver kept me up. He said, yo, it was a gym and shit, so I got a shower. Getting on. Alright, dope. So Sierra is going to be joining in. Alright, I think we got Chicago and Night King back in. Yeah, is that how we do it at this point? Because Nick's group got to play a couple of times in a row now. Just about everybody in that team got to play a few times so far. Let me save that one. When winning, run away while hitting your opponent to inflict maximum emotional damage. Yeah, that's true. You guys, like, honestly, when Blizzard added resolve trinkets, it was a tweet that I put up that actually got a little bit of likes here and there. I said, you know, Blizzard likes to add trinkets to protect you from magic damage, from physical damage, but all I really need, IRL, is a trinket to protect you from emotional damage. 44 or 45? I'm pressed for time. That's up to your reverence. You want to dash a warlock? It's up to you. Whatever you want to play. It's whatever you play, my guy. What's up, Matt? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one. Yeah, it's whatever you want to do. Duels EU do well. Yo, G, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Happy to hear that, Held Rock. Happy to hear that, my guy. That's awesome, man. That's awesome to hear. Alright, so Chicago's ready. I'm gonna see if Night King is ready. Maybe still putting a group together. If you guys want to join in, these boys over in LFG, if you're NA and you want to join to play, I'm a chilled. I was a horny? Huh? But a 5? They just hit a +1. Real player versus player premier group, custom PvP. Find a group top number 5 in the chat. And you should be able to join Night King. They're looking for a +1 to join the duels real quickly. We can get one Hordy boy to join in. If you're a Hordy, you want to join these duels, Night King looking for a group, boys. And we can get Reverence in here. So they might be able to get a game. If not, if it takes 5 minutes, then I'll just queue Night King and Chicago as a 4 versus 5. We'll just roll with it. You know what I mean? Chicago ready to look? Yeah. I see Chicago's ready. Night King needs a +1. Nick just got to play twice, but I am down to get a team in there. Groups, is it okay with a 4 out of 5? Let's give you guys like 5 or 2 minutes or 3 minutes. I'm okay with it. I know you guys are okay with it. Because Rogers is going to go in 1v5 anyway. But I want to see if we can make it a 5v5. Get a +1 in there. But I'll give it like a minute or two, Night King, and then we'll queue you guys. How does that sound? I'm not going to make Reverence wait too long. If Reverence is pressed for time, I want to give him a chance to play. I'm also going to make sure that we're not getting a 12-round arena. So, what arena should we give? What arena should we do? What's a good arena for Reverence? We just did Dalaran. We had Lordaeron. We had Nagrand. We had Blade's Edge. We need... I don't want it to be 12-round. I really don't want it to be 12-round. Tiger Speak? That's a pretty good one. I think Tiger Speak could be pretty alright. Yeah, that's a decent one. Yeah, dinner gonna be soon? Okay. Yo, King, my man! Hello. Member for 7 months in a row. Can we get a hashtag King in chat? Showing our appreciation for a wonderful membership. Night King at 05. Let's go, boys! We got ourselves Night King, and Chicago. Yo, can we get a hashtag King in chat? Showing appreciation for all for the. Oh, I made a mistake. I did a random arena. Oh crap. Maybe somebody can decline. I did a random arena. Oh no, it's probably gonna be Toveron. Please no. I did a random. I didn't think. I'm hoping somebody hits decline by accident. It's okay. We gotta play it. It's okay. We can't waste time. I literally just said I don't want a Toveron, and then I queued random, knowing that the game is likely gonna give a Toveron because it's not actually. It's random, right? Random. Okay, we'll just roll with it. We'll just do it. It's okay. This is my. You want it? You want Toveron? Don't do it. It's mine. This is my arena. Really? Okay. Well, I mean, if you want to do it, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with it. If you want to do it. What is CVC Mark? Is that C-Mark? The arcane mage? Is that C-Mark? Wait, is that you, boy guy? What the? Wait, 60? 61, 62. Oh. Let's continue the duels, boys. We got Holy Hand joining in. Let's go. I like it. I literally meant to not do Toveron, but then I did random, because when you do random, it kind of like cycles through the arenas. You guys might have noticed there's like a pattern. It's usually specific arenas, then we get Toveron halfway through the stream, and then it goes through the other newer arenas. But it goes to like usually older arenas, like a mixture. Sometimes you'll do Lord Armor first. You know, I used to do Black Cold a lot at the very beginning. I wanted to Black Cold. That's a fun one. I enjoyed that arena a lot. I just like the looks of it. Switch. We got ourselves a Reverend's gonna be first up over on Team 1. Looking like Kobrak. I like the homage. Reflected Hodge back to Holy Hands, who's got a really purple Mog. Oh, I like your purple set. Oh my god. That actually looks so good. Wait, Holy Hands. You got the purple weapon with the purplish effect, purple tabard. You got the glasses. Wait, that actually looks kind of cool. With Reverence setting up that, I forget what that one's called, that crystal. Fell something. I forget the Reverence playing that Necrolord. Holy Hands got himself full cooldowns. Seraphim up and running. Got himself the pony with a Hand of Freedom. Reverence backing up out of this as far as he can. That's going to be the Succubus Seduction with the Cannonball getting loaded up. But it's still big damage towards the Paladin. Was that a double Cannonball just now? Or maybe now he should have a double Cannonball? Because eventually Reverend should be able to build up for a 2-for Cannonball where he could send 2 of them in a row. Trying to maintain a slow onto Holy Hands is able to control the Paladin quite a bit. Soulfire! That's a talent you don't ever see. Double Cannonball! Oh, Holy Hands gets super low with the Reflect in case there's a Hodge. It looks like Holy Hands looking for that recovery. Does get an interrupt onto that fear. Could potentially be a Succubus. You see, as it get hit with a Hodge, there goes Seduction. Holy Hands is going to have all the dots removed for a second, but as the Decimated Bolt is getting loaded up, it looks like Reverence is playing like multiple birds. Incinerate is doing a lot of damage. Next Incinerate could be deadly. Holy Hands does not press a bubble there. Oh, if only Reverence was able to just let that one send. That could have been the deadliest Incinerate in the world. Bonds of Fel is the ability. But Holy Hands is not all about that bondage action. They just want to break out of it. They're more about that freedom movement, you know what I mean? Being a paladin and all. The freedom. Oh, and wings. Actually, Paladin is literally a symbol of freedom. They got wings and everything. Reverend's getting hit with a slow. Immolate getting loaded up. Potentially Holy Hands looking. Oh, literally the fastest Mortal Coil. Literally Mortal Coil made you run faster than anything else. Cannonball getting loaded up. Potentially big damage. Hodge onto Reverence. No more Succubus. You see Seraphim joining in. It's going to be a dark pack for Reverence. Trying to reduce some of the damage taken. Holy Hands getting blasted out by an instant cast Cannonball. It's going to be a fear. Potentially maybe another setup of Reverence for another Bonds of Fel with a Cannonball to follow. Holy Hands going to take a bit of that dam as Incinerates are just going to collapse upon them. Reverend still maintaining his position to stay as far away from Holy, making this Paladin cross this whole distance. But if the Paladin does not have a Hand of Freedom, it does make it difficult. Reflect up for Reverence in case. Ooh, Holy Hands hodging himself a couple of times in a row like this. Chaos Bolt right in the face with a Fear to follow. Decimated Bolt could be really deadly. Immolate getting set up so those Incinerates do even more damage. Mortal Coil getting sent out. Potentially one Incinerate. Second with a stun right after. Third Incinerate is going to get him real low. Holy Hands does have played in defensive. Does hold on to a bubble. Utilizing his wings in order to survive. Soulfire getting loaded up. Reverence potentially big blaster damage into a Chaos Bolt. I think maybe double. And that's going to be a big gate. But so far, Holy Hands have been able to survive the Cataclysm, the destruction all around him. The destruction sent right to. Oh! I think that was a twofer. I think that was 2 Chaos Bolts in one. Because of the tier set, you can basically load it up so you have a chaos bolt into an instant cast chaos bolt and then merge together into one big one. And you're thinking, I'm gonna get hit by one, but it's like, no, I'm not. Those are 2 chaos bolts. He had bubble and everything. That's the crazy part. Chicago gonna be out, trying to go for a big, nice bow, a friendly bow with reverence. My goodness. Where's Atherman? Insert paladin mobility memes here. For real, for real. It's gonna be reverence, letting Chicago get that primordial bolt off. Try to give him as much of an honor duel. When you're doing these duels, like sometimes you don't really know, like when is it okay to attack the other guy? Because some of you guys like really try to put the honor into the honor duel. Try to be super respectful of one another. They're like, you know what? I'll let them maybe take the first hit, you know? Sometimes you guys are like, you know what, it's a rogue, I'll let him stealth, and now it's a real duel going on. Succubus CC onto Chicago as a soul bolt, a soul, what is it called again? I don't even know, soul firebolt, double chaos bolt, you centered up. It's gonna be big decimator bolt when Chicago is under a ton of pressure, and the reference has got the biggest damage available. It's gonna be Cataclysm around the corner. Succubus taking a bit of a beating from the shaman as it got the full Aegis wall and everything. Reverence has a lot of damage. Cooked up and ready. Next incinerate is going to be really deadly. Chicago needs to cover a long distance in order to catch up towards Reverence. Trying to go for an interrupt, unable to really do it. Incinerate 1, incinerate 2. Chicago, oh, out in the open. Wait, oh, letting those 3 incinerates go off. That is tough. I think Chicago tried to jump at the wall, got clipped by a pixel. Didn't let him go anywhere. Got caught by it for a second and was it. Incinerator was only midair. It got sent. It led the fingertips crawling over on the ground and erupting onto the feet of Chicago. Empowered by Decimating Bolt, because that thing is going to make it hit so much harder. It's basically hits harder than a Chaos Bolt. And there goes Reverend just blasted out more bolts into that pet. You're just building up resources. CBC is going to be up next. Summons a Wrathguard, but that thing is still on fire. Oh no, reflect now for Reverence in case CBZ's got something for him. Gonna be Chaos Bolts getting sent in. Stun onto Reverence. Tyrant joining in. Reverence could be in trouble. That's going to be a full setup, full burst of the CBZs, and Reverence doesn't to back up out of there with a wall, Fleshcraft, just to recuperate as much health as possible. That is still a lot of demons attacking him. Could potentially take the gateway. It's going to be the big Tyrant on top of him as well. Mortal exchange with one another. They're just like, hey, you want to see my Mortal? You see mine too. Gonna be an Infernal, dropping it onto CBZs though. Something is gonna keep him warm. Does have the Felhelm next to CBZs, but actually swap it out for Succubus. Reverence under a ton of pressure, not a lot of health to really work with. Gonna be that big pet, actually get it banished out by CBZs. Reverence not in a position where he can really do much. Got himself a Succubus CC onto CBZs. The axe style stopping in place is gonna be able to shrink it, but still is locked out on his fire hit with a soul bolt. Well, what's it called? Soul. I just saw it. It's not an ability Warlocks use often. I think it might be over for Reverence though. I like that soul. Okay, chat, what is the ability again? Soul Bolt. Soul Flame. Soul Fire? Man, that talent, it just does not get a lot of use. I literally just saw it in front of my face. And I literally forgot about it. I literally don't have it in my memory. So this isn't Seavark, is it? Is this another guy named CV? Or is this Seavark on Shu Hello? Wait, does Seavark on Shu Hello? Is this Seavark? Is this your boy? Because Seavark did say he had to do something. Soul Fire. So it is Soul Fire. For some reason I thought that was wrong. Gonna be big missiles versus CBZs. CV getting interrupted, but he's actually immune to that stun thanks to the Resolve Trinket. He's resolute. It's gonna send out more missiles into the Wrathguard, at least spending it on something, anything. Is this Seavark? Soul Fire. Yeah, okay, because I said Soul Fire, but I was like, wait, I feel like that's wrong. There's going to be a Mortal Coil with an extended fear, as Resolve Trinket does make the CC last a little bit longer. CV under a ton of pressure though. Got himself a little bit of survivability. That's going to be a lot of pets. CV's just got a lot of damage. That triple Demon Doggo playstyle with a Wrathguard. That's also going to be the Obelisk down for the Coward. CV is just under a ton of pressure. Trying to see if we can get maybe a port back. I think with Ultra Time back towards CB. Does have a bunch of missiles. Potentially could be a big hit. Interrupt the CB's for a second. Does put down Mirza Torment. CV just needs to get some casts off in order to be able to proc those missiles. But that means CV needs to put himself out in the open like that. Not a great idea. It's going to be Decimate Bolt getting hit. It's going to be quick and biz by CV. As a Mortal Coil does connect, CV could be in big trouble. Going to be that ice block. CV still has all those mirrors surrounding him. Next few casts are going to eventually proc those mirrors and give CV resources. Is this Seavark? I still seriously can't tell if this is my boy Seavark. Axe toss, I think it's over. Blink. Doesn't have a lot of shield to work with. Gonna be a SATA prismatic barrier. That's about all he's really got. Trying to go for a Nova, but that rather gonna just continue to crack right through him. CBZ so far has just had so much damage playing Demonology, man. He's definitely got the 2-piece sewer set at the very least. Those Demon Doggers really hurt. And there they go in. They're going for the Dread Bite. I think it's what Sewer was like, alright, I'm done. Here, get me. Just maybe trying to give a little bit more of a survivability chance for his team as a dampening. Running up the clock over time. Gonna be that Night Fae knockdown. Or Night Fae, not even a knockdown, it's just a ley line. It just looks cool. By body, as CBZ is gonna send him out to literally gonna send him to vacation to the zip code without fear, sending out all those pets, all those Demon Doggers charging in. Wrathguard around the corner do get the benefit from that obelisk, the green thing. Should be taken out. Those obbies are painful. They're gonna make your pets hit so much harder than before, or at least hit more often. Which with Demon Doggers is actually quite a big value because that means more bites, it means more chances of them to go for a Dread Bite again. Quick Panther Rachel as body gets him by a stun. Actually CC for CC, potentially could have an interrupt here. Missing it. That's going to be the Night Fae ability dropping down that Fae line. And CB just standing on top of it. Potentially for body, this could be maybe a little bit more healing, a little bit more damage whenever he stands on those things. Like 8% more. Karma versus CBZ's, who's taking a bit of damage though. Body trying to see if he can swing around the corner. Doesn't really have a lot of defenses to work with. That's going to be yet another obby down. Doesn't need to take it out, but that's going to be a forward brew. Trying to see if he can deal with both of those Felguards. They're actually just tearing him right through. CBZ's trying to see if he's swinging around the corner. That's going to be Demon Bolt send in. If he can send out a Demon Doggers on top of it, then that would be like incredibly strong amount of damage there. Because this man is already just getting beat up by these pets. Dropping down the Fae line, give himself a little bit more healing taken and a little bit more damage done towards the pet. Like 8% more healing taken. And I think the Fae line also does like a hot. Not the biggest damage, but it is something. Body under a ton of pressure. He's going to port out, sending those images and letting him attack CBZ. Wait, does it kill him with just images alone? Potentially? Wait a second, he actually does do it. He needs to get back over there and take down the Seapot as soon as possible. Wait, this guy did the cheesiest strat ever. Oh my god, this man is embracing like that Kung Fu Panda energy, bro. I love it. That was such an out of there move. That's gonna be Seapot of his own. iFox trying to see if he can swing around. I think he's gonna be able to take out the pod. There's no way. There's no way. Chill Pills yoinking the hunter in. Trinkets. Potentially Chill Pills could still get a full stun. I think it's gonna be just a big old global onto iFox. Now let it go. Chill Pills wiping out the hunter out of the game. Damn! That was a lot of damn. Evil Scotty taking a bit of damage of his own. Scooty. Evil Scotty, but it's actually Scooty. This man scooting around with that reckless abandon. This is going to be Chilpas taking a lot of damage. Stun. That's going to be down for the count. Unless he had something for it ahead of time. That's all he could really do. Evil Scooty got himself that big wombo combo, like a one-shotter build. He got himself the banner. He got himself full cooldowns. Like he is going to one-shot somebody. It doesn't matter who. He'll pop cooldowns and whoever's next versus him, it's just gonna be a quick, like a chess match. Quick kill. Wait, Fang is up next? Is he gonna let him recover health? Wait, is he gonna let him? Because he could walk by and maybe get a Bloodthirst and impede the victory. But Scooty's backing up out of there. He's like, I'm not sure if this man is in the game. Maybe he's AFK. Maybe Fang is letting him heal. Because Scooty could at least, you know, just wait and like just Bloodthirst and walk away from Fang to get a little bit of health. I mean, because maybe Fang will be back, right? You're not trying to kill him. That's exactly what he's trying to do. He's trying to see if he can just take enough health from him, but not trying to really kill him. He's trying to keep it like an honorable duel. We don't know if Fang is AFK or not. Maybe he's AFK. We have no idea. But Scooty is like, he's just trying to get a bit of health. And now they're both like very similar health, I guess, at this point. Maybe? Is he dead? Is he gone? Fang might actually be done. Unless it's just like waiting to surprise him. I think Fang was DC maybe? Fang gone? Okay, Fang is gone. Yeah, not much you can do. Not much you can do. Evil's gonna pick it up a second kill. Yo, that destruction with reverence was so good, by the way. Man, that paladin. Oh, heal. I hope we get you back in here again. That was so fun. So was that Seamark CV? Was that Seamark or was it somebody else? I gotta peep that at this point. Hold on, was it? Hold on, I just gotta know. I was! I didn't realize. You were Shu hello? That's crazy. 105 lol enlisting? Yo, Bald, you should join one of the groups that's available. How you doing, by the way, my guy? Hope you're having a good one. Yo, I didn't realize that was. Oh, shoot, hello, really? That used to be Kren's old server, which is why I'm surprised. I'm like, what a quinky thing that is. I think it's probably running the Warrior Rest Legendary. Was it? Maybe. The YouTube video? I think so, Reverence. I think so. That was fun. Dude, that's Soul Fire into double Chaos Bolt. You got Soul Fire that can do a lot of damage, because if that ability crits, it does a lot. You got double Chaos Bolt. If that does like a really big damage with cooldowns, that could just one-shot somebody. You got the big Incinerates with Desert. Dude, you got so many opportunities for big bursts, and we're not even talking about like Infernal. It's so much. It's so cool. LND people? Maybe Ball needs more of a horde, or maybe Ball could take place of somebody on Team Night King, potentially. Chicago got 5. Do we have Nick with a group, by the way? Do we have Night King with a group? Ball got a +2, apparently. Let's go. Priest, Shadow, come on. Yo, we gotta get a Shadow Priest in here. Any Shadow Priest mains in the chat? Also, yo, does anybody have Banwell added on Real ID? Does he want to join in? Potentially? I miss Banwell. We had our daily dose of Affy with Tagsy on the EU, but Banwell is the boy. Sag, maybe next game. That's all good. I played Destro Warlock for several years. It shows. It shows. Like, at something like Destruction Warlocks, like people that have been playing Destro for a while, they have a very like similar like movement about them. Like something I see Reverence play, like what he plays, how he plays it, I get like a very similar vibe to like Kreiser. Because he's been mostly a Destro guy. He played a bit of Affy, he played a bit of Demo, but he's mostly been Destro when he joins a group. So it's like there's a very similar vibe about it, right? It's all about like setting it up, going for the CC, making sure there's a bit of like making sure the enemy walks to you, backs up, walks to you, backs up, but it doesn't really stay behind the pillar or anything like that. Shadow Priest, we gotta get him in here, boys. Does anybody know any Shadow Priest mains that want to join in? Chicago 5. Night King, I think, started to put a group together. Bald tried to put a group together over on the Horde. You guys are more than welcome to join them if they got some groups. Bald, Night King, they're looking for a +1. If you guys want to join in. Nick, I don't know if Nick's got a group. Maybe the group is Gonski. We also got to get Drake Dog. Oh, yeah, Drake Dog too. Yeah. But like, I was gonna say Kreiser just because it's somebody we actually like seen a lot, but I was gonna say like more like, you know, like you got that Cobra look, but also it's like the Cobra play. It's something just, I guess it's just that, it's just something we notice. I notice, I guess, at least, or maybe you guys too. And you guys might agree with me on that one. Destruction in particular, like with Tagsy's Affliction, you kind of want people. The Tagsy does want players to get a walk after them, but Tagsy isn't going for like early fear to kind of make the enemy rush at you, right? Because where Warlock's kind of like to ping pong the enemy, if they're behind a pillar and walking towards Warlock, they'll kind of want to ping pong him in the middle, make him walk, mortar call, blast him, fear him away, blast him, fear him away. With Tags, it's more like, hey, let me get you close away from pillar, give him pretty close, CCU, make you run and load you with dots. So even if you round the bend, you're still loaded up full of dots. So Tagsy isn't really worried about like keeping him kind of nearby. It's more like, let me get you close and send you super far, make a run away from me while I load you up full of dots. You know what I mean? I miss Cobrak. I do too. But that guy, I think he found other games that he's interested in, and I'm happy about him. No, I'm happy about that. Yeah. Oh, really? Okay. That's all good. This character saw I had room. That's all good. Yeah, I feel this work. I feel ya. All good, my guy. All good. Yeah, dude, let's go back to him. Take one for Shadow Priest. If you want to join in Florinas as a Shadow, you're more than welcome to him. Night King, still looking for a +1. I don't know if Bald got a group joining in or whatever. But Night King, it looks like Bald. Yo, Bald, you joining Night King. That'll be a 5-man right here, my guy. Chicago, ready to go for another duel. I think Nick dipped out for now, but unless somebody wants to make another group, pick up some of those alley boys, you guys are more than welcome to him. Yeah, and hopefully Fang, whatever happened to him, hopefully he can get back in there, because Fang usually pops off pretty hard. Here's the armory. Yeah, I get ya. On the, so is this your main now? Is this your character just swapped over? It looks good. I look good. I like that. I like that a lot. So is this your main? You just saw Horde now instead of Alley Boy? Is that what happened? Are we just perma? Or are we gonna go back to Alliance for like 9 to 5? Because I really like that Alliance look too, but that's just like aesthetically. Play whatever you like. Horde looks good. Horde looks good either way. I like the tabard, I like the pieces. I got a decent title too for the Soulfire gameplay. You burn his soul. I like it. I like it. That Soulfire, dude. That thing can actually hit pretty hard. I remember trying to come up with a bit of like a one-shot way before we got tiers and some PTR. Like I think when Blizzard enabled like double Legos for the first time. I was trying to come up with like, I wonder if I could do like how much or a one-shot can a class can really have. Trying to put some bursts together. And we were kind of like, we and this warlock were also trying to come up with ideas. And we're trying Chaos Bolts, but it's like, okay, well, Chaos Bolt can do a lot of damage, but like, what about Soulfire? Because the Tilted reads big damage. And you can load up a bunch of damage on top of it. It could be even bigger damage potentially, you know? But yeah. And ended up being a pretty good hit, together with like the Havoc Legendary, which I don't think it would ever really use in PvP, but with the Havoc Legendary, so you Havoc the target, hit him with a big Soul Rod, hope for that crit, it can actually get a pretty big hit overall. Oh god, I am losing out on some footage here. So Twitch, we got ourselves Body going up versus Holy Hands, quick Hodge by the Paladin, looks like it's only 4-man, big damage out of Holy Hands, just waited, took a second, blasted everything all at once into the, into Body. I think Holy Hands was just waiting for that wings together with Seraphim. You just gotta proc all at once. I think you literally got a Seraphim proc on that hit. Literally got a Seraphim proc on that hit. I don't know if you were planning on it or not. Gonna be yet more hammers flying out of the Body. Got himself the Fey Lines. Gonna be that big defenses coming out for Body with that Aegis Stricken. Holy Hands taking a bit of damage. Walking through the blue lines. And Body getting resets on those things. Constantly stunned back into the Monk. Does have himself a little bit of survivability here for Brew as well. In order to give him a little bit of a damage increase. It's going to be, I don't know why he's running Chi Wave, but maybe that's part of the play. Maybe there's something about it, the Chi Wave, that makes it work. Get more of that Fey Lines. He just contributed to those lines. Going to try to stay next to them. If he does damage inside of those lines, he might be able to get himself cooled, actually resets on those Fey Lines. Also, using Vivify in those Fey Lines can also give him some reduction as well. Stone onto the Monk yet again. Holy Hands doesn't have enough damage. Does not have the wings to really go for. But that is the win join in. Holy Hands does get a couple seconds of Seraphim from the tier set. That hasn't got buffed recently. Still big damage towards the Monk. The Monk looks like he's going to back up out of that completely. He wants to go for heals. He wants to go for abilities inside of the Fey Lines to get resets. But he can't always do that. And I believe with the Monk Legendary, or the Fey Legendary for monks, you do like what, 8% more damage to the target when you Fey line them? Gonna be a big hammer down by Holy. Body could be in big trouble. Might need to go for a combo. Holy Hands could go for a bop or bubble just to remove it, but looks like he's just gonna go standing out in the open, getting some recuperation. Chicago charging out? Huh? Wait a second, what's going on? Chicago just charged out? Wait, did they charge out and give CB's of Warlock Hellstone to him? Is that what that was? Did they run out and be like, yo, Warlock Hellstone? He's like, alright, thanks. Is that what happened? He either gave him some words of advice or passed him something. I'm not really sure what. But it's going to be flashing light for Holy Hands with a bop. So Body might actually be able to use the bop and forbearance to maybe make a play. Do so much of Holy Hands. The Paladin doesn't necessarily need the weapons for some of the bigger bursts. It's going to be wings up and running. Body is going to bail out of there with a Night Fae. Backing up out of there with a Soul Shape. Body, could he actually beat a Paladin playing a Pandaran Night Fae? I mean, I think he could. I believe in the dream. I believe in the cleave. I believe in the unorthodox Covenant choices. Big damage to Holy Hands. It's going to be Shield of Vengeance popping out, but it's going to be Aegis. Actually, not Aegis Trinket. Never mind, it is Aegis. I think he has that Aegis set up with the wings of Holy Hands. Going to be Holy Hands getting those Seraphim procs from the tier set. Getting a little bit of that value. Also getting those resets on the potential Wake of Ashes. They got the 4-piece. Body kind of lowish on health. Next Hodge by Paladin could be pretty big. It's going to be potentially Bubble. Holy Hands going for the Bubble. Body better have an out somehow. He's going to back up under it completely as he gets hit with a Hand of Hindrance. Holy Hands, I think, tried to pick up another Soulstone. Maybe. As it does get out of combat with Body. I think that thing should go on cooldown at this point. There's so much of Holy Hands as they do get Seraphim. Is going to get him some Wake of Ashes with a stun. Body Potentially could take a lot of damage. That Zuwen could set him up for something big though. It's gonna be body with that karma as Holy Hands does get wings proc. There's gonna be a lot of damage reversed back into Holy Hands. Hand and frame to keep him moving away from Fist of Fury. Big whirling dragon punch by the monk. Got himself the 4 brew. Ooh, big kick. No touch of death. Does end up taking him out. Playing a Night Fae and it's not holding him back at all. With Chicago joining in, got that Sky Fury. Got some kind of a cheesy burst going on here. Sky Fury dropping in. The Ghost Raptor's getting a couple bites in. Do Ghost Raptors do magic damage? Is Sky Fury buffing that? By the way, I wonder. Body looks to swing around. Does get a quick kick onto the Sky Fury, eliminating it. That's going to be more Night Fae lines. Fist of Fury onto Chicago as they go for a trick with a wall as Body backs up out of there. Chicago gives himself a little bit of value. Body again just tried to stay in the Fae lines and try to get Vilifies to get resets on his Night Fae ability. Is it Fae lines? It's Fae lines, right? It's like draws trees out of it. I really like it. Like the way it looks. It draws a tree. And I think those lines do dot damage and like hot. Again, just not something you ever see. There's gonna be Sky Fury down. Body wants to swing around for that Sky Fury, but that's how Chicago's gonna bait him out in the open. Does get a quick jab. That's gonna be Fae lines back down with the Fist of Fury versus Chicago. Chicago looking for a little bit of healing. Does get a lot of health recovery. Body looking to back up out of there. Body looking for that recuperation. Got Karma back up very soon. It looks like 5 seconds. Big zaps out of Chicago. Quick 8 by Body as the Ghost Raptors join in. That's going to be a lot of maelstrom for Chicago. Body better have an answer because those next zaps could be pretty massive. That's going to be potentially Primordial Wave onto Body. If he does get Primordial, he better remove it immediately as soon as possible. Chicago swinging around. Again, Sky Fury back up. Ghostos could join in. Lexium onto the Shaman with the Fist of Fury to follow. Does Chicago live this actually? Oh, wait, that's actually, oh my god, the burst out of the Night Fae Monk. My goodness. What the? He got some burst, dude. This guy bursty like as if he is a neck reward. That's almost like a BDB. What was that damage? I guess that was Monk without a Zuwen. So it wasn't even full burst. That's going to be big karma to Eva Scotty. Eva Scotty taking a lot of damage. He's going to have to go for every defensive, but still just getting rampaged on by Body, even though he's the one to mean to rampage. Karma down for Body. Could be in big trouble. Eva's going to try to see if he can get out next to him. Potentially could be Ring of Peace. Knocking Scotty out. He's trying to see if he might be able to get next to Body. It's going to be Bladestorm, keeping him in place, keeping him moving. Still Reckless is down, but it's gonna be Fist of Fury, parry pick. Oh, he killed him with a Night Fae stomp. He killed him with a little stompy boy. What is this? What is going on? Is Body just like a god at monks? Just the greatest monk you've ever seen, and you're just playing Night Fae just because, like, you know what? I kind of like Soul Shape sometimes. Is this what's going on? This man is breaking all meta. He's breaking all barriers. My goodness. This man does work. They do magic damage with talent. Really? So they do get empowered by Sky Fury. Wait, that actually is kind of huge. So if Ghost Raptors do magic damage, then with Sky Fury actually does a lot. Look at CBZ's. He decided to walk at him with his hand. Nice little bow between the two. And Body just trying to make sure to get some damage out of CBZ's. I think maybe looking for those resets on the waves. Just spinning crane kick, and actually, can you just spin crane kick on top of wave? It doesn't get a lot of cooldown back. Gonna be the 4-bird really early as CBZ sending him to the shower realm, making him walk the plank, walk the long line as he barrages them with bolts and hand of Goldans, slapping him around with those hands. Body is going in for Vivifies, just going for a self-kill, maybe waiting for resets on his abilities, and actually maybe just focusing on the pet. He's waiting for something. He's waiting for something. He's gonna see the Tyrant, or yeah, the Tyrant starting to poke his head out for a second, backing up out of there completely. He literally just survived the damage out of CBZ. He was just healing right through it. Either trolling or maybe he's just trying some kind of other tactic. I think he's really just trying to reset his Fae line. I think that's literally what he was trying to do the whole time. Body got a big old Lexium. Fae line with the images. Gonna be Big Fist of Fury. CBZ does wall off this damage. A lot of defensiveness for this Warlock. With a quick fear onto Body. He doesn't really run too far. Tyrant joining in. Potentially if he has a full stun setup, the Tyrant needs to line aside in order to get some big damage. That's going to be Falgar joining in, but Body is basically behind the pillar. That's going to be more Demon Doggers, but he does separate the pets away from that Obelisk. Body going for Ring of Peace in order to boom these pets away from him. Trying to go for a bit of Vivify to catch up. That's going to potentially maybe an interrupt towards the Tyrant. That's going to be Fellord on the other side. Not letting him really go that far. Looking for that knockdown in capital CBZ's. Maybe hoping to get a stun on everybody. That's going to be Fist of Fury flying, but that stun is going to interrupt him. Does get the images in there. That's where body, is it just gonna go for a heal? I think he's trying to see if it might be able to get interrupted by CB Zeus. Got that Night Fae ley line with an interrupt on Shadow. Big Morning Dragon Punch, another line with a Karma to follow. Body trying to see if he can capitalize on that Karma. That's gonna be CB Zeus doing some damage with the Xeon Bolts. That Karma is gonna really rot him down. That's gonna be Seed Pod. Does Body? I think Body's just gonna let that Seed Pod do its thing. I think he realized the last second. It was like, wait a second. I saw him poke out for a second, look at him, be like, okay, we're just gonna have to go again. We're just gonna have to go again. See me just getting a chance to come back. Body just committed as much as he could with that Karma, backed up out. I think expected for iFox to rush him. And he was probably like, wait, why is this demon still hitting me? Poked out. I don't know why. Why is Body just like, watching this man is so entertaining. There's almost like, I mean, he's winning duels, but there's almost like a comedic allure about him as well. I love it. I love everything about it because this man is popping off. He's going for a 1v4 here. Potentially a 1v5 if he gets cooldowns versus iFox as well. And maybe that's what he's trying to do. Back up out. Wait until he has enough. Go in, take out CB Zeus efficiently. Take that momentum into iFox and continue the duel from there. CB Zeus is getting an opportunity to recover a lot of cooldowns. He got Chicken back up. He got a Tyrant back up. So he's got himself a full go. I don't think he's going to let Body walk out of this duel without burning off some serious cooldown. So it's trying to be as big of a hurdle, if anything, versus iFox. But also, CB Zeus is a Demonology Warlock. He can have a lot of damage set up here. Body could get bodied by the Warlock if he's not careful. He's going to continue to try to get himself as much survivability here. Cooldowns waited for. He's literally waiting for every cooldown. Sending out images. Images are just gonna attack. CB Zeus trying to shut a few of those images. Does actually get to. Body just attacking the pet while the images continue to attack the Warlock. Looks like Body's gonna have to join in there. Mortal Coil sent out. Tyrant joining in. Potentially CB Zeus could have the biggest burst possible. It's gonna be a full Fury into Body. The Tyrant starting to get some damage in. Stun his Body, goes in for the port behind the pillar. Making those pets chase after him with a Ring of Peace. CB Zeus could set up potentially a Demon Doggos. Oh, Panda Racial on that Tyrant. Literally use the Panda to put the Tyrant to sleep. I never seen a Tyrant fall asleep like that. Kind of neat. But Body is just going for as much VO5 as possible. Potentially going to cut across CB Zeus. Gets a little bit out of position. In cap with a stun a little bit early for Body, but it's actually not the worst. Mortal Coil almost like was going to be hit by CB Zeus. Got a Lexu pin. Potentially could be a trinket. CB Zeus is going to battle out of there as Body drops down a Fey line, but isn't able to really capitalize on it. Trying to see if he can catch up towards CB Zeus again. Try not to use too many cooldowns though. So Rod getting set up on the Monk, potentially a port. Hannah go down's joining in. Body's just going to stay in there. Looks like he's going to go for a Diffuse Magic. That's going to be a Obelisk. Let the Obelisk do work. Body's actually going to get himself super low in health. CB Zeus with no health whatsoever. Cheap burst. Is that going to be enough? Zewan looking to claw him down. Body backing up out of there. That's going to interrupt their own nature. Is going to get himself a couple more verifies. CB Zeus is going to be down for the count. Got the images back in there with a big old kick. Letting the images finish him off. With iFox eating a Karma immediately. Stun onto Body. I don't know if Body has much really to work with here. Got the Fey line versus iFox. Used to catch him with the Fist of Fury. Does get to. Quick disarm onto iFox. That's going to also be Aegis Streak and Bodies to bail out of the immediately and still go for as much soft heal as possible. I don't know if this man got that much survivability. That Raptor swinging around the corner. Coordinated Assault is going to give him more damn. In cap onto iFox as he sends out the Death Chakra. It's going to be Grenade. The Seed Pod is there unless iFox is unable to kill the Seed Pod right now. I think it might be able to come back and I think it might be over. No, there's no way. Unless you set up maybe like a Ring of Peace ahead of time, there isn't really much you can do about it. And Turbo is going to be up next. Body just popped off and Body these boys. Yo, Body, you want to pop in a Discord? I can give you a quick roll. A quick champions roll for that impressive 1v4. Night Fae Monk? How often do you see that? How often do you boys see a Night Fae Monk? What you guys think of that? That's so out there. But I like that we cut that man's jib, honestly. I thought he was extremely entertaining. Turbo is going to get blasted out by the Death Chakra. Looking to walk away from iFox. It's going to be a lot of damage. It's going to go for a port. Cameron kind of bugged out on this man. But it's going to drop down Mortal Coil. Needs to get all the dots over on the Hunter, getting you away and everything. iFox does have Crit Charge Gem, so you can remove all those dots easily. But Turbo, this is going to be quite a tough match. With as much damage is taken, Dark Pack getting used up. It's going to summon Dark Glare, but he doesn't have big dots under Trifox at all. Got a little bit of that drain. Unless he's able to catch up a lot of health. Trying to go from the fracture, but not a lot of dots are on iFox. Maybe on the pad. Turbo getting interrupted on Shadow. Is going to be able to Night Face Soul Shape out of there. Trying to get you waves onto iFox. As the Hunter is going to take some damage from this man. but not much you can really do about it. Dark Layer is zapping out the pet if anything. Turbo needs to get those dots out of iFox and find a way to re-dot him as soon as he goes for feign death. Try to get those dots rolling back in there. Maybe we can go for a bit of a heal with the pet. Trying to drain life the pet, but the kill shot taking him out. Not really giving much of opportunity. We got Grizz over on the other team as well as the Destruction Warlock. We got Chilpez, we got Seavark as the Arcane Mage. Is he going to give iFox the opportunity to recover? It looks like he is. iFox almost got a full reset. I mean, he's a camo, so I guess he could, you know, just not let him. But it is going to be iFox able to catch up a full heal. Steel Trap with the Seavark in the opener. Seavark just doesn't look impressed. He just looks like unamused by the Steel Trap. I gotta get myself one of these mounts, by the way. These wolves, they look fantastic. Look at their tails. They're so bushy. They're like so futuristic, metallic. Look good. I gotta get myself one of those. Those things can fly for some reason, but look fantastic. Gonna be iFox waiting out for Seavark. The Seavark trying to go for a bit of a Dora Shadows barrage into iFox, picking up the eye. That's gonna be a freezing trap with a charge trap at once. Oh no, iFox does get himself a little bit of that flex cut survivability. Almost like he knew he was gonna go for the freezing trap there. Seavark with a quick convince, trying to go Mirza Trauma into the pet. Getting Mirza Trauma into the pet is actually fantastic. iFox can remove it, and the pet, as long as it attacks Seavark, it is going to give him regular Mirza Trauma procs, unless iFox just does no kill commands at all. And maybe that's exactly what this meta is going to go for. iFox is just going to lose out on the pet damage, the pet stun. That's going to be the kill commands. It is going to proc more missile procs to Seavark. It's trying to go for a little bit of survivability, trying to go for the biggest burst versus iFox. Does get interrupted, cannot get CC'd for a bit, could potentially be the biggest damage possible. Missiles flying out, lots of missile procs. Seavark taking a lot of damage. Ice block. I'm not sure what happens to those missiles. Does iFox remove the missiles? Can iFox remove the clear casted procs from Seavark? Is that what happened? Because it looked like Seavark was trying to set up for a big missile setup. Touch and imagine, but I think maybe iFox feign deathed it. Maybe that's what happened. But it's going to be Seavark, super low on health. Not much you can do. He just left. I guess the Hunter with a Craven Stratagem Legendary. There's only so much you can do. I don't blame the man. It's a matchup. It's difficult to win. Chilpez looking to dome down. iFox goes for tricking with a turtle shell immediately. Chilpez is going to be able to barrage and rampage onto that pet. Try to avoid the freezing trap out of iFox the best possible. Yoinking him over with the stun, and iFox does get claimed into the death itself. Well done, body with a 1v4. Lots of healing. Let's go. My man. What the? Body? Yo. Give you a champion roll there for 1-4, man. There you go, my guy. Yo, that was awesome body. So why do you play Night Fae? I'm actually very interested. I would like to know why. This is interesting. I like it a lot. Like, is it just a personal choice, or is it like you actually like it a lot? Yo, still sitting in the black market. I hate this oxidation forever. Yeah. What's up, Wap? How you doing, my guy? Hope you're having a good one. I was waiting out tricking for the Hunter. That's why I was letting the lock live, but I had to trick it anyway. Yeah, it's tough out there, man. There's a lot of numbers that got into it. Really? So it actually has like a lot of damage in there? A lot of like stacking buffs that actually benefit it? I'm interested. Yeah, if you want to explain to Discord, if you want to hit me up like privately in the DM, if you don't want to like spoil it for anybody, right? If you want to reveal this information to anybody, right? You don't want to make it public, you want to keep it a tight person's secret, you can let me know. I'm mum's the word. Mum's the word about it. Well, actually no, maybe you shouldn't tell me, because there's a good chance I might end up making a video on it if I play it on the shrine and I like it a lot. No, it's fine. That's up to you, man. Whatever you want to do. Night Fae should be spread. The Night Fae, like the Fae lines spreading out onto the ground, should be spread across more monks. Also would give more monks the opportunity to play not Night Fae. Or not Necrolord. I like it. Nike got a group. Chicago, let me know if you got a group. Bald, Nick, let me know if you boys got a group. Actually, I think Nick is gone for the night. But let me know if you guys got 5. We'll get another one going. Just more fun choice. But is there like any kind of... So besides just the fun choice, is there like actual numbers behind it? But it is fun though. It is fun. I do agree with you on that. That mobility is awesome. Yo, Cora, I do my guy. What's the best Covenant setup for Outlaw at the moment with a raid? I'd say Kyrian is... Start with Kyrian with a Vanished Legendary once you get double Lego. Get your Vanished Legendary with Kyrian. That's a good start. It's great for Mythic Pluses. It's great for raiding. Technically, Venti is better for pure single target. If you want to just dumpster big AoE in 45 weeks, oh my god, Necrolord's so good with the Vanish damage Lego. You want the Vanish reset Lego, the Shadow Dust one. Shadow Dust and Unity as a Kyrian. It will basically use cooldowns, Vanish, so you can use cooldowns more. No chip was the group, Greg seconded, let's go! Let's go, Jay Everett. How you doing, my guy? Hope you guys enjoyed the duels, by the way, man. Having a blast with you boys. Okay, I don't remember what I saved these. Okay. This works out because I saved these as something. I don't remember what I saved them as. Oh, come on. I think I kept saving and I kept 60. What is it? 66. Hit enter. Let it do its thing. Okay, in game. Requeue. Alright, we're good. Oh, definitely, yeah. Top 2 channel real quick. Here, hop on a 2 channel real quick. Mid, or if you want to hop in with somebody in Discord, that's cool. For me, if you just want to write it down like if you just want to write in a DM, like some of the numbers, I can't really hop in while I'm streaming, you know what I mean? Did I save these? Okay, I'm just gonna save them both. Hopefully I saved them. 6, 6, 7. Hey, if you want to just pop it on Discord or... Yeah, I like to just... Yeah, I used to pop in the Discord. I don't know. I just like, whenever I'm streaming, I like to interact with the chat as much as I can. But maybe like in my off stream, I can maybe pop in or whatever. I'll DM it. Yeah, go for it. I'm just really interested in what the numbers are. In terms of like the theory, the logic behind it and all that. Because it's not something I ever see. So if somebody actually plays something like that, I'm always interested in learning different play styles. You know what I mean? Because I'm a huge fan. Somebody plays a lot of Outlaw Rogue and mostly Outlaw and nothing but Outlaw. I like seeing different builds. I'm a huge fan of that variety. Big fan. The more of it we get, the merrier type of deal. So, yeah, if you got some kind of like big build, big brain setup and you're now sharing it, I would love to read it. Get into your brain, see what you're doing on your side. Twitch. Got us in Chicago. Gonna be first up over for the team 2 with Sarzy as a Kyrian. What is that? What do you got? What is that? 2 sticks on your back? What is that? Chicago taking a lot of damage on this Kyrian burst with a Zawen. Doubles the win! Oh, that is so weird. Doubles the win. That's a lot more nature damage. A lot more cloning damage as Sarzy is just gonna go for an interrupt on the Night Phase. Chicago's playing that Night Phase enhancement. Get a blasted by Offensive Fury. Someone's still surviving. Barely any health. Do they go down? Do they live? Oh, with a kick. Sarzy does end up taking him out. Evil Scooty just scooting over there with a Blade Storm. Stunner to Sarzy. Does not have a way out. I think it might just go over this guy. Does get himself a big C pickup. Scooty potentially could leap over there. Oh, big crushing blows where Sarzy does somehow escape, and I think it might be still over. Karma trying to see if he can just bust him without Karma. Sarzy trying to beat him over the sticks. Just trying to beat him over the head with those sticks. That's gonna be quick fear by the Fury Warrior. Sarzy with a parry. Scooty getting rooted for a second with a leg sweep. Scooty does break out of it. In cap, Zerker rages out of it. He's just breaking out of all the CC. One hit. He just hit something charge. Oh! Honestly, I thought maybe he would go for like a weapon throw and just take him out. Tossing out that axe, taking him out. That'd have been so good. Oh my goodness. Turbo looking for a better angle versus Evil Scooty. Oh, really? Wait. Okay. Wait, that's actually a lot of little, like, combinations together. Wait, that's actually kind of cool. Well, I didn't realize it was going to be, like, that many layers of damage. Okay, we'll go over that after this in a second, boys. Damn. What the? Wait a second. Dreadsea by Turbo playing out that Affliction versus Evil Scooty. Gonna be that port as the Warrior rounds the band. Turbo just doesn't want to be next to this Warrior while mounted up. I think he wants to get a better angle, maybe get a slow, maybe start with a CC. Scooty's still playing that result trinket where he can create himself a bit of immunity. Turbo seeing the flesh cut, sees an opportunity to go for an interrupt. Turbo getting hit with a stun. Evil Scooty getting hit with a quick fear, or mortal call rather. Potentially Turbo going in with dots is going to be a wall out of this Warlock really early on, so that's a big defensive gone. Scooty in a couple of the dots, but the flesh cut helps absorb a lot of that. And maybe potentially, is that a ignore pain? Gonna be recklessness? Potentially, Scooty, gonna be an uninterruptible. Got himself full defenses and offenses. Quick interrupt on Turbo. Got himself the dark pack. Potentially could still be lots of damage out of the Fury Warrior. Burning through a dark pack very quickly. Turbo unable to really escape. This is gonna be a full banner. Turbo might just end up getting turboed down. I think it might be over. Wait, Scooty leaping around the corner. Using Resolve Trinket. Immune to CC for a second. Can't be interrupted. It's just gonna end up slamming down those one-handers into the warlock. This man is playing one-handed single-minded fury. The only thing that's on his mind is how do we blast out this warlock as fast as I humanly can. Grizz is going to be up next with a trinket, normal trinket, medallion. At this point, I feel like we see so many casters with a Resolve Trinket, it's so difficult to figure out a way to beat them. It's actually kind of crazy. And that's going to be Grizz going for a bit of a flesh grab before he engages with the warrior. Warrior does not have Resolve Trinket for that immunity. He does not have Rage Regeneration anymore. Doesn't have Recklessness for a while. It looks like he pops both of those really close together. It's kind of crazy. I'm a dip and hit up some Smite Games GG. Yo, Chicago, I gotta download Smite, play that with you sometime. Gonna be Grizz sporting on top of Scooty. That's gonna be a Reflect. Mortar Coil sends him running, but that's gonna be a King's Legendary for Scooty. Get himself that Blaze Storm that grants himself Recklessness. Stun onto Grizz as he pops on a wall. Scooty might just be able to CC Grizz enough. Gonna be that rune of clear casting with Chaos Bolts. I think, does he get his Chaos Bolts off? It's gonna be Scooty trying to see if he can run circles around him. Chaos Bolts are flying. Scooty takes him back to back, but Grizz finds the super low health. Let's go for a self-heal. Mournful's joining in, but oh my goodness! How is this man doing it? Single-minded Fury Warrior just blasting these boys out. Chill Pills trying to see if he can rampage some damage, ramp up some burst. Stun to Scooty, does have a human racial for it. It's going to be Chill Pills trying to see if he can yoink Scooty back in, left away, but does get shattered with those Frost Blasts. Frost, not really blast, but rather obliterates back to back to back. My goodness. This man is spooky. Yo, Team 1 is just down to Chill Pills and Seavark. It's literally down to just 2 of them. This warrior he took down 2 warlocks, and I think he took down the other guy. Who was the other person? I forget at this point. But this man, who was it actually? Was it a rogue? Was it a hunter? There's somebody. Was it a monk? It was a monk, I think. It was a monk. I think it was a monk. I'm so bad at remembering though. My memory is really bad. It's gonna be CBZus next. Where's Chill Pills? Trying to find a way if he might be able to maybe get a setup. He got himself the gateways, the board. Shilpas, I think maybe just waiting to recuperate a lot of the cooldowns. Maybe expecting the succubus around the corner. Just drop down the Death and Decay. Maybe for resources. Maybe drop a Death and Decay just to get himself some runic power. Potentially that's what he's going for. Grip onto CBZus. Blinds him as well as the pet. All those Dread Dog is also blinded. Potential Shilpas could give himself a big go. Remorse Switch coming out a little bit late versus CBZus does get himself the chill streak rolling. But it's going to have the stun rolling in with a second stun out of that Remorseless Winter. And it's going to be a little bit of a stun overlapped a little bit. Stun on Chill Pills does trick it out of it. Going to be a port for CBZus. The Chill Pills maybe get line of sight of CBZus. Almost had that Glacial Advance reach CB just now. That was like walking towards him. That's actually kind of nuts. Chill Pills behind the pillar, going for a couple of obliterates towards the pet. That's going to be another pet summoned up with Demon Dog. Chill Pills backing up out of their flesh cut just to make sure he's staying safe around the pillar. Going to be the Fell Lord joining in though, looking for the knockdown onto the Death Knight. That's going to give Chill Pills something extra hit, some extra maybe heal off of and generate runic power off of. That's going to be Fell Lord avoiding that lockdown. That Fell Lord in a position to try to keep Chill Pills away from the pillar with that knockdown, but just doesn't have that much health. Or by CBZus, trying to maybe get aggressive here. Maybe got some CC to work with. Gonna be that chill streak between him and the pet, but he does separate away from it. And Choppa's just gonna blast out the pet. As CBZus trying to summon a new one. That's gonna be a big yoink blind on CBZus. Potentially could be a stun out of the main Felguard. And Choppas has nothing for it. He is gonna get a stun on CBZus as he hits a Mortar Coil. But at least get some back-to-back CC. Gonna be gripping hands. CBZus, I don't think he's got much really working with. That's gonna be a stun. Choppas does have the big obliterates, full damage. Wall is up for Warlock, but I don't know if he's gonna have much here. Gonna be that C-Pod. Seavark. Choppas should be able to see it. I'm blasted through. I literally looked up, I saw CV, said Seavark. First thing I said. We got Dalaran also joining in for. Oh, I like your mug. I like the bottoms for that thing. Look at this, like a gray with a little bit of like shirt jacket bottom. That looks good. That's going to be Chilpas. Getting blasted out by that stun. Going to be breaking out of the IBF, but it's going to be also a chimeric poison course through his face. Got himself full defensive on a full retreat. Got himself Ledgeborn. Trying to get himself resources. It's going to be a quick stun. Maybe can get a quick stun onto iFox. Looks like he does go for a feint death through movement. He'll stack some Morse's Winter. Not going to be CCable by Chilpas that easily. Is definitely going to have to chain a blind into a Morse's Winter next time. And then just continue to pressure the Death Knight, not giving him much of an opportunity to go for much of an escape. This is going to be full roots, but Chilpas potentially big damage, trying to get a couple of those big blitz where iFox does go for the trinket, trying to see if he can separate from Death Knight. Going to be a quick yoink grip by the DK, and he goes in for a chain of ice and just trying to see if he can separate from iFox, using that time to at least wait out the necrotics of the Death Pack. Got himself full bar runic power. Could potentially go for back-to-back Death Strikes. We are at 90% dampener. Flesh Cut is going to give him a little bit more survivability. iFox sending out the Death Chakram. He's going to back up out of the Chilpas, looking to maybe get himself line of sight, maybe a quick grip onto iFox, unable to. But he's going to be able to cut across down the middle of the pillar, dropping that Death Decay to interrupt his the iFox, trying to go for a bit of a manic bandage, recuperating on those wounds, suturing, I guess, not really suturing anything. I guess no. That is a big sharp blade and a big spikes. It maybe pierce the skin. Potentially with the frost fever infecting you, is most likely just trying to take a Tylenol. Gonna be a big Remorse of Winter, potentially big damage. iFox, oh, Chilpa's taking him out. With the last one left is gonna be Alrin. I believe is a Necrolord Demon Hunter. Got himself the Immolation Aura, but doesn't look like they're leaping towards Chilpas. Chilpas just lost a little bit of the defensives. Soul and Hail as he's trying to get anything he can out of iFox. He's like, I got no healing. Maybe Soul, maybe I get a bit of heal there. Potentially does have the Mage Food from Seabark that's going to force Elvin to charge out. It's going to take the gateway, but not really looking to stay long next to Chilpas. Are they waiting for Chilpas? Do they know that Chilpas has Big Pillar of Frost available? Do they know they have a blind available? Stun with the eye to follow. Elvin tried to see if they might be able to spawn in a demon. If they can spawn in a demon as Chilpas goes for a blind, that's going to be pretty big for the Demon Hunter. Blur being used really early. Chilpas summons a pet just to sacrifice it. Kind of low on health. Has cooldowns come back up very, very soon. Maybe waiting for the Death Pack to come back. Does get Lichborn to get himself some healing. Wants to build up a little bit of resources. IBF getting used. There's going to be that stun. Got himself the full damage. Metamorphosis. Try to see if they can break apart that stun from Morse Witcher. Darkness coming down. There's going to be a trinket available for Elvin. I think she should have a trinket available. It's going to be Elvin still unable to spawn in a demon. Might need to go for a stun around the corner. That's not exactly what they wanted. But maybe a flesh cut. Yoinkin. Back to, oh, chill pills. Oh my goodness, my man. Just blasted out the full dam. 1v3? Wait, I think one of them was a seed pod, wasn't it? Maybe 1v4? Maybe 1v3. I can't even tell. Hard to tell. Damn. Alright. Well, there it is, boys. Crazy. Alright, let's get another one going. Yeah, I get another duel in here. If we still got groups. Alright, body. Let's see. So, body. Knife is heavily centered on more sustained damage tied to Fist of Fury damage increase from tier set. Modifiers are 40% from tier, 6% from common points, 8 from FOF, Fist of Fury conduit, 3% from Night Fate conduit, 8% from Night Fate legendary. So that's a lot of stacking buffs, like 60%, 70% closer. Damage increase. That's a lot of numbers. Then once you get a 4 set to additional 22, so that's a big Fist of Fury you can land. 30% haste from Tiger Alpha Tiger, 15 from another Night Fate conduit. Channel for 2.5 seconds. Wait, so does haze benefit Fist of Fury? Wait a second, that's kind of crazy. Zuen Treasure for crit. Wait, you go Zuen's Treasure Legendary for crit. Oh, wait a second. So you're like a Fist of Fury build. This man is not even playing the normal like jab crit. He's playing like a big Fist of Fury crit. That's crazy. Fist of Fury again every 10 seconds. wait. And then you can use Soothing Voice from Night Fate. Whenever you root stun or incapacitate a class, it expires or dispelled. Target's movement speed is reduced by 90%. Wait, you could just go for a slow? Hit him with a slow. Wait, Fist of Fury just doesn't let him go anywhere then, huh? Because he keeps slowing him. Wait a second. Spam root on Monk, that's crazy. That's awesome. Wait, that's crazy cool. Yeah, I feel you in that. That's a lot. Wait, that's huge. Yeah, that's kind of nutty. Wow, that's a lot of cool combinations together. They gave that to Arcana Sphere, removed the orb Sag. Really, what the? Pod is just like Arcane Orb who follows the path and it goes obstacles. Really? What does it go through all the west? Apparently it does. What's up, my boy? What's up, Jean? How you doing, my man? Yeah, I'm a monk. What's up, Surzy? You doing well, my guy? How you doing? End up forming the blades out of my warrior. Let's go, Wop. Let's go, my man. Kieran is so dope. It does a lot of deeps, that's for sure. Precaution, I totally get it. That's all good. Now I can get a 5. Let's see. Oh, Chicago dipped. So maybe somebody could check over Chicago's group? Potentially. Or maybe we're done for the night? Was expected to? It's crazy. Should have made a way chilled. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Should have my secret build. We're going to go vent here. I might not know your secrets. I'm not going to say it any more than that. They gave me the kind of spirit and moved that from Orb side. That's kind of weird, honestly. Orb used to go through walls, wasn't it? I think Orb would be, I think, honestly, I would be okay if they get out of that to Orb. It's not like Arcane mages really get that much value from PvP anyway. They sort of be like, wait, at least you can hit somebody behind the pillar. That's kind of neat. You know, that's a little quinky dink. That's interesting. So we got Night King ready. We would potentially have a second group. Does somebody on Team Chicago want to take over? Does Big Jed want to take over and make us as a 5-man team? Basically take the Alliance boys that were in there. Like, yo, you guys want to join in? Get a +1 in there. It looks like we've been able to get Alliance boys pretty easily tonight. For the most part. Now Venti. Oh, really? Interesting. Now I'm intrigued. You don't have to explain what it is. You can keep it secrets. I don't know how to do it. Sorry. Oh, you're good. You're good. It's basically like you just set it up OG. You basically go, you hit custom, start a group called something like 5V5 1V1 DUELS Dalaran. Something along those lines. It doesn't really matter what you name it. As long as you have number 5 in there, you're chilling. Cool. Body, I gotta give it a try because I always wanted to make Night Fae work in some way possible. I've never been able to really make it work for PvE, but that could be really fun. Yeah, there's definitely like a real cool thing that is really, really good at specializing in. So I can see it being really, really good. I kind of want to put it together now myself with my monk. Because so far I just been kind of more of a Venti gamer on that thing. But that looks really, really fun. And you said earlier like you're fine shared with it, so hopefully it was cool that it was cool that I read it out loud, right? Because I was more interested in anything. I want to give it a go myself. Someone else will need to. If I make it, could someone else queue? Yeah, other people could queue into your group. Basically, most people are just looking to join a group. They're just waiting for somebody else to make the group. I think that's where a lot of people are at. So if somebody makes it, people queue up. I add you in Real ID once you have a 5-man. And we queue versus Night King. I can check if Ali has a group. Yeah, see what if we want to pop over there, man. Yeah. It's up to you. Sorry, I got not hiccups, but like I can't. Well, burpee, I guess. I don't know. Have people on Real ID. Oh, really? Okay, that's fine. Before playing mage with gear anyway. Oh, if Seawork makes the group, that could work out too. That could work. We just did a +1 on the horde for Night King. But otherwise, that'd be good. Someone else would need to? Yeah, it's all good. I think if Seawork ends up making a group on his Lions character, that'd be alright. That would work out as well. Because I know we have enough Alliance boys in it to make a 5-man. And Nike, we just need, I think, to get one more +1 to replace Seawork. Otherwise, he's good. You get the double warlock in there and everything. Oh, ASAP Turk, that's another guy I haven't seen in a while. I want to have that man play some more. 3 out of 5 alley, let's go. 3 out of 5 alley, boys. Let's go. Hell yeah. We need 2 more on a Team Alliance. Will be good to go, boys. Do you need a +1 over for the Night King? This could be our last one for the night, too. We can make this a good one. Last one for the night, the blowout. I can't remember, does Alpha get the cloak, cheat death ability, like sub-rogue? Cloak, cheat death ability. So cheat death is the talent. Like, it's a talent on the same row as elusiveness, as feint. Like feint defensive. So you get that as a talent. Haven't unlocked it yet, if it does. So subtlety does not have any innate cheat death. I know there's like a vanish stealth with a shield. I know that when like the vanish, there's a shield that they get with a stealth. Had to reform. All good, Night King. No worries, my guy. No worries. We'll see if we can get a group together. New to Alley, boys. Check him out on LFG. Peep him. Top number 5 in the chat in order to see if you can join in the Alliance group. Night King had to reform completely, so apparently Night King looking for more. If we don't get a group fast enough, we'll probably call it there. But otherwise, we're gonna give it a good old shot, boys. Alliance basically ready to go, man. That quick. Cloak of Shadows doesn't cheese mechanics. Oh, Cloak of Shadows. Oh, all rogues get it at some point. Cheese mechanics. It can cheese PvE mechanics, like it gives you immunity to magic damage. Yeah. There's a conduit for rogues that gives them, like, when they vanish they get a shield, or when they get in stealth they get a shield, but that's available for all 3 specs. Cheat Death is a, like, when you next attack would have killed you, instead set to like 7% health, it gives like 85% damage reduction for a few seconds. And then there's Cloak of Shadows, it's a whole nother ability. Remind to get a rogue and ally. Yo, wow, let's go, my guy. Give it a gold shot. We do need a second group. Night King looking for 4 more boys on the Horde. If you guys want to join in, Alliance is ready. We need more on the Horde. I made the Havoc Lego. Well, let's just say Big Soulfire is really big. Yo, are you actually gonna try it, Reverence? Yo, I'm interested. This could be the big go, because not a lot of people really see Soulfire, but maybe that could be the next Chaos Bolt, right? I feel like that ability is such a big haymaker, but if you can get a chink out of the enemy, Mortal Coil, Fury, hit up with a Soulfire, all cooldowns popped, they'll be like, wait, what's that thing? What ability do it? And then, oh, I'm dead. Black Market still says long as I'm bored. Yeah, it's all good. It says long and I'm bored, so it's fun time. Hell yeah. We need more over on Team Horde, boys, with ya boy, Chill Pills. If you guys want to join in, Alliance group is ready. We'll see if we can get a group together for the Horde. Potentially, possibly. Mega Gun, Peacekeeper Mount. If only these guys were like, yo, let's join this duels group. Then we have a 5-man ready. We'll give Chill Pills an opportunity to see if we can get a group together. So far, Seduce, oh, reliable. Yeah, that's actually a good idea. That's actually even better, because Seduce will now make him walk away while you're casting it. So even if the trinket try to rush over to you, as long as they don't have a range interrupt, they can't really do much about it. Plus, hopefully it'll give players, a lot of players that don't know what's going on, triples that are immune to stuns. You might have immune, I think you might have immune one of the builds up, one of the Remorseless Winter build up stacks, but I think it was like basically 1 stack, 2 stack, you meta, it still 2 stack, 2 stack, then it was 3 stack, 4 stack, and then it just ramped up to 5, and then it used the stun. Or if it stuns at 4, I wouldn't even know. But boys, we need more on Team Horde with Night King trying to put a group together, trying to queue it up. If you guys want to join in, more than welcome to. Well, give it a like. Let's go 5-10 minutes. And if you can't get a group on the Horde, because Alliance is ready to go, unless we can get a second group on Alliance somehow, potentially, with a different spell. Oh, maybe. I wouldn't really know. I don't think Shilpos ran Strangulate. He ran the Immunoblit. But I know that the Shilpos ran the Remorseless Winter stun, and he ran the Frost and Fury stun. So unless, I think you might have gotten hit by both of those. But Immunoblit is kind of big, because that thing hits like a Chaos Bolt at this point. With Glimpse. Oh, with a backflip. Oh, that's a good question. I don't remember actually. Once you get outbid, once I get into these 5v5s, maybe. Hopefully not. Yep, a little time though. I can only CC with it. I think you can immune an ability too. I think technically in the ability it says like you're immune to CC or you become unstoppable, but I think it does immune like all damage and CC if you time it right. I think there was Demon Hunters that were timing something with a Nazoth mechanic back in, I think they were timing this like big AoE hit with Nazoth back in BFA. 75 DR? Okay, not immune. Now I can get a 5-man. Let's go, boys. Got us as a group. Yo, D-List and LG. And we got us as a group. I didn't realize you just got it like that. What happened? Let's see, what happened was everybody just piled in. Let's see, what happened was 5 still. Let's go. Boys, let's get a good one in here, man. Yo, give me the Black Rook hold, baby. Blizzard, give me the Black Rook hold. Oh yeah, this is my favorite arena. I don't know why I like this so much, dude. I just love the Legion aesthetic. I love how dark it is. I like the line of sight. I love the crow in the middle. I don't know why, dude. Am I the only one who's like really likes this arena? I don't know what it is. I really don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Meta is immune for 0.7 seconds. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I meant like with the meta, I thought, but you're talking about Glimpse, I think. But yeah, I feel you. I feel you. Did I save this one? Hope I did. God, I hope I did. These duels. Dude, I've been enjoying these duels a lot, dude. The last few days, duels have been awesome. My goodness. Maybe that, or yo, we got that 69 on NA. We just caught up to EU. EU is like at 72 or something. See, NA just got a 69th game. This is gonna be our 70s. We're up there, boys. We're making it up there in the world. Actually, no, I think EU and NA should be closer because I did have a lot of dual doubles over in EU. So NA and EU should be really close in games. Let's go. So Twitch. We got ourselves Chill Pills over with a Team 1 charging out first. We got ourselves on that Team Fang. We got ourselves Grizz. We got ourselves Kalitas, as well as Reverence joining back in. And Chill Pills is going to get hit up as ZBZUC immediately. Mortal over the Fear to Fall with a Tyrant immediately with a stun right after. Chill Pills, IBF, Grip at ZBZUC, blind on all those pets except for a couple of Demon Dogs trying to go for the AoE stun on all these pets. Going to be a stun onto ZBZUC. Trinkets on the port out of there. Going to be Frostham's Fury landing a stun on Eleventh, which is not who he meant to stun at all. Gripping the Demon Hunter in. See, this is gonna be going down. Oh, okay. As long as everybody's like, yo, let's just be careful, be clear. He's not trying to kill us on AoE. He's just going after the warlock. We're just getting caught in the crossfire. I don't know if anybody needs like food, mage food, but see, but at least Shilpa's backed up. It's like giving everybody an opportunity to get a bit of a reset. Seamark dropping down mage food for the boys. Elvin, I think, seeing if the hunter's gonna be up next. iFox catching up on a bit of a meal. LFG sucks. Also picking up some of a meal as well. Elvin is at least given an opportunity to go for a little bit of a heal. As Shilpas came in just like a blizzard, just through everybody, chasing after that one warlock. CB, dude, he just get blasted. There's so much damage by Frost Death Knight. There's just not much you can really do about it. It's tough. Stunned by Elwindrath. Okay, Elwindrath. You know what? I'm getting close enough, right? Elwin. Blind? Immunes it. Immunes that blind. So Chilpas actually have to back up out of there. He's gonna go for that Warlock Hellstone from either Gris or Reverence. Grixis? Grixis? I like the name Grixis actually. I should short to be Gris. But I like Grixis. Gonna be the Shivara spawning in. It's gonna be doing some damage to Elvin. Actually, the Shivara can keep it a demon around, especially if Shilpas, let's say, goes for a blind. The Shivara can walk up and auto attack you out of the blind. It's one of the advantages of having those pets attack you, is if you get any CC that can be broken, like a Gouge, Sap, Blind, Polymorph, Fear, those pets can contribute towards trying to break you out of the CC because all they're there for is to attack you and to be cannon to the fodder, to be consumed by the Demon Hunter. Chilpa's walking up, got himself a Mortis Winter, potentially could be a stun to Elvin. Back it up out of there for a second, yoinking it back in. The Demon spawning in, that's a stun. Trinkets out of it, Darkness coming in. So for Elvin, there's going to be a lot of damage reduction versus Chilpa's as well as a big heal. Chilpa's trying to yoink Elvin out with a stun to follow. Oh, Elvin had the Shivara next to him, but those stuns just didn't give an opportunity. That is unfortunate. That is very, very unfortunate. They try to max out the healing out of the Shivara, try to keep it there for as long as possible. Maybe have it explode next to the Death Knight to put that brand on Death Knight to reduce some of the damage you did. I throw Glaive and evaded? Oh, really? Okay, I think you might have thrown Glaive while you were gripped and maybe Shivara. That's unfortunate. That's actually big unfortunate. So you meant to hit it. I thought you were trying to delay it, but that was a nice game. Blizz actually had that happen before with the Shivara and the Pez evaded. That's actually a really feels bad moment. That's a feels bad man right there. iFox getting him with a stun. Potential trinket that's gonna be Trinket. Chill was the IBF to try to give himself as much reduction of damage as possible. Gonna be the Harpoon. Keeping Chills in place, but I think iFox also got rooted on the Harpoon. Death Shock him tearing right through him. Doesn't really have much to really work with. That's gonna be eating a freezing trap. This explosion still happens. Still goes off with a Chimeric coursing through his veins, slowing him down a little, then silencing him in place for a moment, and then reducing some of the damage and healing. It was a Chaos Strike given Soul Fragments build. Oh, really? Oh, that was going to be a lot of healing then, huh? That's going to be pretty valuable. iFox looking for a bit of a reset versus Chill Pills. That's going to be a blind onto iFox to follow. Chill Pills looking to give himself a big damage. Doesn't have a Mortis Winter. It's going to be fainted by iFox. Trying to see if he can shake up his Mortis Winter stacks. Potentially grip by the Death Knight. Does he get this ramp up? That's going to be those stacks. Big uplifts to iFox. Not much you can really do unless you can turtle. Oh, with a stun at the very end. Chill Pills just putting these boys on ice with Seavark. Trying to see if they can stop the Death Knight. Man, it's going to be a quick intro. Chilpas does not play Merileth, so I think he's playing the, I think it's not a many, it's Earmere Soulbind, I believe. So his Flesh Guff does not give him immunity to CC. So that was a disorient that prevented the Flesh Guff from building. Mirrors of Torment loaded up on the Death Knight. is going to go for a pet sacrifice. I wonder if that pet summon or sacrifice burned one of the Mirrors of Torment stacks. Seawork used to get Shilpas out in the open and get him to use abilities, use Chain of Ice, use anything in order to proc these mirrors. Seawork is desperately trying to see if he might be able to get some resources back. He's hoping for those missile procs, trying to build for them. There's going to be arcane missiles. Shilpas goes in for a grip with a blind. Could potentially maybe get interrupted to Seawork, but I think Seawork is going to have the result. She can protect him. Going to be the grippy hand. Seawork could potentially ice block this if he wants to. He's going to have a normal blink for this with a quick miss. Ultra time going to use up actually, so he might be able to ultra time to get himself back up to full health. He's going to be able to do so. Shilpas going to blast it out by those missiles. Arcane damage going through. It's going to be Nova, and Shilpas is back there with the images. Needs to get back over to Seawork and outside himself Lichborn. So at least he's able to get a couple of those death coils to fuel his own health bar, and is actually immune to Polymer while Lichborn is active. That's going to be Mirrors of Torment setting up a attempt. See if we're getting hit with that interrupt, but does get to juke it out. Dora Shadows to try to see if he can reposition. And Shilpas does recover a lot of health back with a death pack, and cracking out a good portion of his health, but should still be able to have himself a hell of a play. Nova attempt by Seawork doesn't quite hit it, as Shilpas does dip behind the pillar, trying to avoid the Mirrors of Torment as best possible, utilizing the line of sight in order to make sure he always has something to dip behind. Gripping Seawork over to him. Mirrors of Torment doesn't get disrupted. It's going to be AMS instead then. Seawork has to wait this out. Going to be the stun. Does have a way out of it. It's going to be Mirrors of Torment. Trying to go for an interrupt. Doesn't quite get it. Mirrors of Torment are up for Seawork. Does have ultra time to work with. Is going to build up a lot of missile stacks. It's going to be more spells and abilities used up by Shilpas. Trying to go for that touch of the magic. Big missiles as the touch of magic comes down. Shilpas trying to see if he can might be able to reduce some of the damage taken. Mirrors of Torment is going to silence him and run him in place. Does he take the damage real easily? It's going to be mirrors with the missiles and a touch of the magic slamming on Shilpas, but he is able to survive that burst. It looks like his health was dipping very, very quickly. But I think he got himself self-survivability with a heal. Did he summon a pet and then sacrifice him midway? I know that he had the what's it called? The dome, the anti-magic zone on him, to try to see if he could survive the burst from Seawork. I honestly thought it was going to be the biggest go by the mage just now, and that looked like it was supposed to be. I'm surprised Seawork, Shilpas lived it. Was that AMS halfway through during the biggest of his burst? It just got burnt through real quickly? Because he got IBF and everything. Huh. I guess we'll see again. Seawork has at least an opportunity to maybe go again. He can build up for stacks. He can make it happen. Blind onto Seawork. Shilpas knows he's not going to be able to really get the Mortal Winter Stone onto Seawork, so he's going to have to find a way to deal with it. Going to be the ultra time. Seawork should be actually pretty healthy. He's going to take big hits, but he's able to reverse it back to himself. Blink it out, but it's going to be Yoing back in. Potential Ice Block does get a lot of healing back with the oh, still lots of damage out of, but Chill Pills with this obliterates, and the tier set got him some mirror images. Seawork is looking for those procs. Touch of Magic versus Chill Pills. Eventually, there's going to be big Mirrors of Torment to interrupt them. Try himself more missiles. Potentially big burst, big damage. Chill Pills taking all that damage. Massive Touch of the Magic does get himself interrupted with a Lichborn. But Seawork can't really push in. He got missiles, and he maybe could waddle towards Chilpas, maybe hit him with a barrage, a couple of missiles here and there, but there's only so much you can do. Chilpas recovering a lot of health, stunning up to Seawork, just trying to disrupt him from being able to get any kind of healing. I think Seawork had to use a Human Rachel or a Blink to get out of there. Dora Shadows, as he gets hit with a CC, as he gets hit with an interrupt, the result trick, it gets him some free casting. Seawork with a massive is just to dip away from line of sight Chilpas for a second. There goes the ice block. 20% dampener as we're heading into that 8-minute mark. Chilpas gets the remote winter swirling around him. Seawork trying to avoid that stun. Chilpas with a flash cut behind the pillar. Seawork just gonna have to let it happen. Trying to see if he can build up for missile procs. Maybe he can go for a big hit. That's going to be that interrupt. Seawork is able to freely cast at Chilpas. The only thing that could really interrupt him is going to be the grip. Ultra time is up. And Seawork trying to see if he might be able to build up some damage. AMS out for Chilpas really, really early. Mirrors of Torment getting set up with Chill Pills. He really needs to get those Mirrors of Torment to proc versus Chilpas. If you get him silenced out, that's going to be perfect. Chill Pills is continuing to get Chain of Ice into Seawork. That is going to proc those missiles. He's going to get those hits and death strikes versus Seawork. That is also going to proc even more missiles. Eventually, Seawork should be able to get himself the biggest hit. Silence, potentially a big go. It's going to be touch of the Magi, potentially big damage. As long as he doesn't get interrupted, he'll be okay. Chilpas does still hold on to an interrupt. It's going to be anti-magic zone. Touch of Magic, potentially big damage. Missiles from afar. It's going to continue barraging at him, but looks like he's able to avoid a lot of that burst while standing in the dome. So far, a lot of Seawork's damage, it feels like, just really has been denied. Chilpas does get himself very, very low, though. Does he have? He has the pet to sacrifice if he wants to. That's going to be Dora Shadows. Chilpas could potentially get executed here with a barrage. Next barrage could be very, very massive. He does have himself very, very low on health. Maybe waiting for AMS to come back up. Should sacrifice the pet at some point just to escape the execute range. Barrage does have him AMS. AMS absorbed completely. Wait, the barrage ate through the AMS so quick. Chilpas actually could be under a ton of pressure. Seaver trying to go for a touch of the magic. Big burst out of the Death Knight. Seaver, does he have any more survivability? Does have himself all the time. Stunner to Seaver. That's gonna be trampled. Maybe giving him a little bit of health. Death back for Chilpas for a second. Seaver trying to go for damage, but it's gonna be taken down. Oh no! That full setup of Chilpas just unleashed the most amount of burst. Seaver had to go for damage as soon as possible. LFG sucks, trying to see if he might be able to take down Chilpas. Going in for the full setup. Sepsis, full burst. Vendetta is rolling. Does he maybe play a weird cheesy build? No, it's just going to be full Sepsis. Taking him out with a vanish. Does he play a 100% crit Lego? I doubt it. But maybe. Grix is going to be up next with the not resolve trinket. What would you call it? The resonance trinket, the explosion trinket, the grenade trinket. Click shots by the rogue immediately as that's going to be a back-to-back as was flying out for Grizz. It's going to be a decimal attempt, but LG Sucks is going to dip behind. But it does get hit by the decimator bolt, so those incinerators are still going to do a lot of damage. It's going to be Infernal, and Succubus keeping him warm back there. Maybe Grizz can go for Rain of Fire. That's going to be a quick interrupt on that Fleshcraft. That's going to be some dots for LG Sucks. He's looking for a bit of that reset. Is this man playing 100% crit Lego? Like a cheesy build, or is he playing the normal Dustwalker Vendetta cooldown reduction build? Magi did 64,000 damage through AMZ. WTF, this build is low-key nice. Yeah, it does seem like it does a lot of damage, Seabark. I just think against any other class that isn't Chilpas, I think it would have been alright. Sepsis onto Grizz. He's going to have to trinket out of it. There's going to be lots of dot damage rolling on him. That poison is going to really sip into him. That's also going to be the dots rolling in as well. That final tick of poison is going to give LG Sucks a little bit of a damage increase with Shadow Blades as well as a Drone Rush, but he isn't really anywhere near Grizz in order to max out that damage. Try to keep the dots rolling on the Warlock. Next time he gets a kidney shot, he definitely needs to get a kidney, full dots, shiv, Grizz, and find a way to avoid the Succubus. Maybe the dots on Succubus might be enough to take it out. Grizz has a Mortal Kill coming up back out very, very soon. LG Sucks better make a play, otherwise this man is just going to die to dots. And Rain of Fire, taking out the Succubus, potentially could go for a reset. If Grizz is quick enough, he could resummon the Succubus. Does he have the Fell Dom? It's going to be Sap. Ooh, LG Sucks does give himself a bit of a reset. Vendetta and Vanish come back up very, very soon. I don't think LG Sucks has his full go here. Potentially, it's going to be a Vendetta. Could go for something here. It's going to just get base dots and go for a reset. Grizz does go for a Dark Pack. Potentially could get him a Sap as he tries to summon Saya. Does not get a Succubus. Grizz trying to see if he can back up out of there. Literally backpedaling out. Blind by the Rogue with the grenade trinket. Garrode, Grizz is taking a full hit from it. Not the craziest grenade trinket. Usually they do a ton of damage, but this one does a bit for sure. Grizz getting hit with a full slow. LG Sucks taking him out. Is this rogue going to dismantle this whole team? There's no way, right? Versus Fang, it burned a Vendetta. Did it burn a Vendetta during the grenade trinket? Versus that Warlock, I was actually thinking it was going to save it maybe with a Vanish. It's going to be full Sepsis versus Fang, full dots up and running. Maybe this is where LG Sucks just vanishes out. I think this man might be playing 100% crit leg out, because those dots do quite a bit of work. Fang is just going to take the dot damage with Sepsis and everything. Leap it towards the Rogue. How do you know exactly who he was? Maybe the Rogue somehow, one of these buffs got him out in the open. That's going to be the Knight face Soul Shape just to bail out of there. That's why I just try to see if he might be able to dot these boys down and rot them down like an Affliction Warlock with daggers by the looks of it. Actually kind of crazy. 13 minutes into the duel, 57% dampener, regenerating now for Fang. Marford without for LG Sucks, gets a kidney shot versus Fang. It's going to be a trinket for the Warrior. Trying to see if he might be able to stay on top of LG Sucks. It's going to be the banner down. Does not have a trinket anymore, but he could go for a full recklessness. LG Sucks is not even evasion. Wait, I think his stroke might be over. I think it's going to be done with. Oh, man. Taking him out. Was that Chilpas 1v4? That was Chilpas 1v3. No, 1v4 because the Warlock had a C-pod. So that would have been 3. And LG Sucks gets 2 kills. Not bad at all. I think I need a big map to beat a Death Knight. Yeah, that map does have quite a bit of line of sight, quite a bit of a narrowness to it. So that probably would do it. We done so? I'm down to go one more if you guys are down. If you guys got a 5-man group, I'm down to... I don't want to throw the groups away that immediately. I'm ready to go again. I can do one more. 100 crit? Yo, I like it. 4 out of 5. You see if you pick up a 5. If not, case that was a 5. If you guys want to do it, I'm down. Got a list? Alright, cool. The demons evading me? Yeah, that was lame, honestly. Blizzard gotta fix that, because that's like your heal. That's your defensive. Oh, it needs one more? Awesome, awesome. Check the Discord real quick. Let me see. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, that would have been big. Yeah, that's gonna be awesome. I'm happy to see that. That was a big hit. Also, your spread of damage is like so all over the place, but that's a big hit. I like it, Seamark. I want to see how it works out. Hell yeah. Kinda cool. I like it. Grizzly's Redemption. Yeah, let's go. Jared, you're more than welcome to play as much as you want on my guy. You're more than welcome. Needs a redemption? Go for it. Go reclaim your glory, fam. Do your thing. So that's what, 69 before, right? 69? That's 70. So we gotta get a 71 potentially if we get a 5-man. Night King still got a 5-man ready to go. And Seamark looking for a +1, boys. Over in the Team Alliance. Let's go, boys. Come back, Vanilla through Cat. It changed a lot. Yeah, the game definitely changed quite a bit. The game changed a lot. Like, especially with legendaries, conduits, soulbinds, covenants. I think it said covenants twice now, right? Or maybe not. But it's quite a lot that's changed. For sure, for sure. So take your time, take it slow, take it steady. I say try a bunch of different covenants and find what works for you. There's a lot of different playstyles out there. But yeah. Aliens one more would be good to go, boys. Process all burst no sustain. That's true. It is a lot of bursts, isn't it? That is true. Nah, he's still running Vendetta. Vendetta is really, really strong. Especially with a crit build. It's really fun. How do you join these type of events? You just join up LFG. If Mythical Feeder, if you want to join in, we usually list our groups over in LFG. You just go player versus player premier group, custom PvP, find a group, top number 5. Most groups, it all depends what they title their groups, but also we'll have a 5v5, 1v1, duel, Dalaran, somewhere in there. So you type in number 5 usually, just the number, hit enter in the search, and you should be able to find it. If you're Alliance, you need a +1 on Alliance with Seavark. Or Seavark, if you got somebody on your real ID, man, maybe like, yo, you want to pop off? You wanna come in, hit a play? Okay, interesting. Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, I can see why you would run that actually. Yeah, I think it's just like it'll give you more consistency. Plus, it's like a decent thing for PvP. Plus, it like gives you survivability too. So it's overall like not bad at all. I can see it because a lot of your damage, like you already have like a setup. You don't really need anything to layer into it. You kind of just need something to just bolster your damage. Oh god, bolster your damage output. Down 5 on 1 alley. Yep, we got one more for alley. We need. Seavark is ready. Just needs one more. Night King is fully ready. Got a 5-man squad ready to go. Yeah, if you're down to do whatever you want to Seavark. I feel like actually that game with that Lego that might have been more help. It just there's a lot of CC going on, so I wonder if that would have been like really helpful with that one, you know. But yeah, well, actually, I guess it's really there to counter resolve, though, isn't it? It's mostly there to counter resolve, but the stats you get from it, I think, will also be very beneficial. Yeah, the build, yeah, for sure. You just did the right matchup too. That's also true. Some matchups are just like dog water, to be honest. Oh man. Alrighty, we need one more in Alliance, boys, and we're good to go. I'm out of coffee, man, but I'm down for one more game. These have been really enjoyable. These have been really fun, man. We had just about everybody, every type of playstyle out here play, except for like the Shadow Priest, but just about everybody else played then. Super fun. How's Outlaw doing PvP right now? I'd say Outlaw is doing better in PvP than it is in PvE. Like, it's a fun PvE spec, but it's not the most popular for Mythic Pluses, and it also doesn't have the most representation in raids, like it did last season. But in PvP, it's kind of pipes. There's Kyrian, you can play that. I think it's an easier playstyle to get into. There's Ventia that got a lot of birds behind it. It's really cool. There's one person got to join up. Oh, yo, we need one more, boys. We got a brand new real ID. And you'd be like, yo, you want to pop in, show off in the 5v5 1v1 duels real quickly, bring your biggest, best build out there? Yo, hit him up, man. You got a friend. We need one more over in Team Alliance. And we're good to go for one more 5v5 1v1 duels. The last one of the evening. I don't know what arena we're going to do. We'll let it be random. So far, we'll let random do its thing. But I don't think it's going to be any of the smaller arenas. We had a Tiger Speak. We've had a Asherman. It's most likely going to be Robodrome, or maybe we could do the Kyrian Arena, or maybe we should do the Maldraxxus Coliseum. Let's queue the next one in the Maldraxxus Coliseum because I just love the aesthetic of that arena. And then we should do also the new arena a lot whenever that's out. We gotta help on PTR. Whenever there's a big PTR class changes and they add a PvP vendor, we'll need to do a PvP stream on PTR and check out the new arena. One more alley, boys, and we'll be good to go. And we'll do the new Maldraxxus arena. Because that one's fun. I like that one a lot. I think it's well done. I think it's big enough, but it's not too big either. You know? It's like 8. I'm enjoying this arenas a lot though. I wish I had a little bit more coffee with me though, because I feel like I'm like starting to get to that point where like, okay, well, I'm about ready to take a break, but I want to do one more. These have been so fun, man. I've been enjoying these a lot. Hell, yesterday I barely had any coffee and I was just literally running off of just how much I was enjoying the arenas. That's literally what I was running off of, just the hype. Should I take it early? Yo, so chat, what I'm thinking is, I'm thinking we could do 44. Wait, do you guys have a 4? Did you guys lose somebody? Oh no, we need a 1 on a horde? Do a 4v5? Alright, 4v5. It's a 4v4. I guess we'll do a 4v4. Ah, I should have, no, hit decline, somebody hit decline, please hit decline, somebody hit decline, please somebody hit decline. I might have made a mistake. I want to do Coliseum. Okay, cool, thank you. Thank you. I want to do Maldraxxus 1. We're gonna do a quick 4v4 chat, okay? A quick 4v4. It's not a 5v5 1v1 duel, so it's gonna be a clickbait title for the video. It's a 4v4. Pain just got off. I DKDC or not? Okay, we'll give him a second. We'll give him a second. Is it a 3v3? He back? Okay, cool. Okay, we'll try it again. Do a queue. Maldraxxus. We're gonna try to queue him for the Coliseum. Yeah. 4v4. You gotta go again? Okay, we'll go again. Hold on, somebody is bug invited to my group. Okay, I'll wait. Unless you just want to make a 5. Maybe see where I can get a +1. Maybe Nike, you just grab the person that's bug invited. Just get him in there. Like when it's suggested and I don't accept. Oh, okay. That's all good. Yeah, I could wait. We could give it a second. But maybe you could just get them suggested and accept them. Maybe see if I can get a +1 by then. See where, do you have anybody or does anybody on your group have a real ID? Ali, 1 has each covenant? Really? 1 of every covenant? Oh, that's kind of cool. Wait, that's kind of unique. That's kind of nutty. That's going to look interesting. 1 of every covenant. That would be really cool to do. A 4v4 duel. We've got 1 class of each covenant. That'd be cool as hell. Although I feel like that'd be not as cool as a 5v5, but it's a thematic of like covenants thing. Yo, what's up, Benchy? I know my man. I'll be on my good, oh my guy. You're just in for last roll for the night. Yeah, Night King, if they got that person invited, I guess they're in like a limbo, right? They got invited, but then you don't see the accept and you can't really decline them or anything. So just like a waiting game until things work. Possibly. Yeah, let me know when you're ready. Looks like we're going to be doing a 4v4 chat. Should I do a 5v5 and do like a 4v4 1v1 duel in the title? Or should I still call it a 5v5 1v1 duel? Because it is still a 5v5 1v1 format. It's just... we're just like, you know what? I don't want to have to wait for +1. Unless Seawork and Nike can just get a random +1. Somebody like our friend online is, I got nothing else going on. 4v4. You think I should title it 4v4? 5? Nike got a 5. Seawork, I'll give you 30 seconds. Can anybody in your group invite a friend for a 5th? I'll give you guys 30 seconds and be like, yo, anybody got a friend in real ID? Otherwise, you're going for a 4v5. I think we'll stick with 4. I'll give you 30 seconds. You guys are more than welcome to do whatever you want to do with those 30 seconds. Just in case. Maybe somebody's like, yo, whispering to a friend in real ID. And like, yo, let's get us in there. Stuck with 4. I said we just send a 4v5. I'm okay with that. I'm alright with that. Because then I can credibly call the duel 5v5 format. Unless it's like 4v5 1v1 format. And that's technically 5v5. Technically it's supposed to be. And I think we just send. Let's see it. Let's see how we do. Just say someone didn't join. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. Instead, I'm just not gonna say anything. Oh, we got XBD. Let's go, boys. You guys don't need a +1. You got a 4-man squad of beauties that can stand up and hold their own. Switch. Is that what's going on, Big? Oh, let's go. Interesting. So we got ourselves switch. Chill Pills are on team 1, holding his glorious frosty deathlight. We got ourselves Fang in the back. Didn't really get to play much for a couple of games. We got ourselves Grizz. We got ourselves Reverence making a return, and XBD as a sub rogue. Oh no, outlaw rogue. Never mind. You got a dagger offhand, sword main hand, looking all red. We got ourselves apparently like a Covenant Fiesta here. We got one of every Covenant. Over on team 2 with Seavark, we got ourselves Elwin, we got ourselves iFox, and LFG sucks. So I think this guy's the Night Fae. I think Seavark is the Venthier. iFox, no, wait, Seavark is not, no, Necrolord iFox. I was gonna say this guy's Venthier. That means Elwin might be something cheesy, something breezy, something really interesting with that Kyrian sigil. I don't really know if the Kyrian sigil does much, but it should do a little bit of damage and should give Elvin a lot of resources. Should give him a lot of souls. Going to be a quick fear by the warrior, leaping away from the demon hunter as the one for a 2-minute meta. So they're playing a shorter meta. Should be able to use meta throughout the duel actually. So that'll be interesting. Elvin also does build up a little bit of versatility every time they gain a soul after using the Venthier ability. So they can build up quite a bit of versatility, which is a pretty decent stat for PvP. We'll see if this thing works out in a 1v1, in a 5v5 1v1 duel format. Already a whole minute in. Fang just waiting it out. He's waiting for some kind of cooldown. He's waiting for some kind of a defensive. Maybe he's going to be in prison, going to be able to circle rage out of it, fear reflect versus 11. As he's going to get hit with a stun, so that stun cannot be reflected. Noted. Going to be a quick charge, fell rush by Elvin as Fang looking to maybe get himself some resources back, trying to build up some energy, or rage rather. Going to be the Aegis trigger for Elvin, but it's going to be a full blade storm. Fang is just looking to leap right over there. Quick stun by Elvin, trinket out of Fang just to get out of that stun. Going to be darkness down for Elvin, trying to stay in as best possible. Going to be the souls coming back in. Elvin looking to recover a little bit of healing, picking up a little bit of versatility as well. Banner down for Fang for a time being. Going to be the big old I-beam to get a little bit more metamorphosis for Elvin. Are they able to cleave off? I was going to say, are they able to maybe cleave off souls off of Fang if they are playing for a demonic appetite build? Unfortunate though. We'll see if they're going to be up next versus a Fury Warrior. Fang, is he going to go in, just charging out? Is he just going to wait for a mount up and then maybe wait for some cooldowns? Looks like he's kind of letting Seavark walk towards him. The hell am I bugging so bad? Wait, what happened, Big? What happened that time? Because I know you got bugged out by that Kyrian. I felt worse and did nothing. Really? Okay, never mind. So maybe we're bugged out. You gotta be Fang, trying to see if he can spin to win. Needs to find a way to move out of the way. And that's gonna be Seavark just trying to build up for a little bit of resources. It's gonna be the reflect. Reflect some of those missiles back towards himself. Looks to see if we're just trying to build up for more missile procs. Touches magic. Fang does get himself silenced as well as rooted. There's going to be a bunch of missiles to follow. Fang could be in big trouble. Touches the magic potentially hit him for big. Regenerate around the corner. Does get smacked down. And that regenerate is going to get stopped by the touch of the magi. Seavark blinking in, trying to get a couple of those arcane blasts. Fang does catch up a little bit of healing. I think picking up a quick impending victory. Whereas Seavark, there goes a Warlock Hellstone recovering quite a lot of health since he does have a Warlock on his team all the time. But Seavark trying to blast out with a quick knockup onto Fang while he's midair, not letting him go behind the pillar, trying to keep him out in the open, slowed with missiles back to back. He's building out for procs. Interesting knockup. I really wish I was tracking this guy with a camera as he got knocked up in air. That would have been probably awesome to see. Probably got so much airtime with that one. That looked cool. Missiles back to back for Seavark. Nova as Fang goes in for the big banner. It's going to be Polymorph. Does not have a reflect for that one, but he does have a trigger coming back up though. So at least there's that. Still has a lot of damage available. Going to be missiles flying in most likely. That's going to be Mirza Torment. It's going to be a reflect for Fang. It's going to be Whirlwinds. Actually, it looks like he's just trying to use Whirlwinds as fast as he can so he can get through his images, through his mirrors, so he doesn't have the root and the silence when he has to go in versus Seavark. Looks like exactly what he's going to do, which is actually going to give Seavark a lot of those missile procs. Going to be back-to-back blast. Touch of the magic. Fang does pick up a lot of healing. Flash got to follow. It's going to get interrupted. Big touch of the magic. Most likely, Ultra Fang does drop down to half his health. Money to use more defenses is going to be big damage for Fang. Ultra time out for Seavark. Does get interrupted for a second. Ultra time. Reflect is up. It's going to be a barrage reflected back at Seavark. as Fang picked up quite a bit of health. Surviving this, but it's going to be more missiles, more barrages versus by the mage. The mage, if anything, at least has the great mobility versus the warrior. Able to get around him, able to blink around, port around. And he does have a little bit more control with that Mirrors of Torment. Especially in the 1v1, there's not a lot of ways to really remove Mirrors of Torment unless you're a class with a reversal, like diffuse magic or reverse magic, or potentially mass dispel as a priest. Or maybe reflect it back as a warrior before you get hit by it, like initially. Ooh, knockup as the warrior tries to go for a charge. Seaver got quite a bit of that control. Knockups, he got the mirrors for a silence and eventually a slow, or eventually a root. He got himself roots from the Nova. He got constant slows being an arcane mage with the ability of slow, as well as a barrage. Fang looking to maybe get himself a bit of a go versus Seaver. It's going to Mirrors of Torment get inside up. Fang most likely just going to commit damage and let this mirror proc onto him. Seaver got himself lots of burst potential here. Going to be the alter time is going to be Fang trying to see if he might be able to waddle over to last seen location of Seaver. Is going to blink away though. Going to be the root charge as he gets hit by Mirrors of Torment. Going to be Fang trying to see if he might be able to capitalize some damage. Reflect himself, touches the match. He's doing a bit of damn missiles. They're falling. Doesn't reflect for him for a second. Does get himself a little bit of a heal. Fang at no health whatsoever. Does catch up a little bit of healing though. I'm not really sure where he caught up that health, but he did get some. And see if I'm trying to see if he might be able to take him down. Regenerate in the corner is going to get interrupted by the Venthier. Does catch up a massive impending victory. Getting a melee off Fang for Seawak is going to be pretty rough, but because he can just steal health from you. With a bloodthirst or in a quick impending victory, recover a lot of health. Flashgun being built up as he got reflect, so even if Silver wanted to blink and interrupted, he wouldn't be able to do much in terms of CC and that defensive. 6 minutes into the duel, that's going to be 7% dampener. Let's see if I'm sitting down, I think, for some food as he's chasing after Fang. Is Fang going to go for 1v4 here? Potentially. I think Seaver is the one trying to see if he can get a kill here. Nova into Fang does miss. It going to be Mirrors of Torment. Reflect over by Fang. So Seaver is going to have those mirrors reflected. I wonder if the mirrors still build up resources for Seaver. I think he just spams out arcane explosions. Does he still build up for himself procs of clear casting? Or is that going to be one of those things where he just doesn't get the benefit from it? I wonder. So much setup for arcane. There is quite a bit of a setup, that's for sure. There's definitely quite a bit of setup. And Fang, if he could just get a melee, steal a little bit of a heal, or pop a defensive, he could really disrupt a lot of it. But I think Seaver is basically trying to go for like a big one-shot build in a way, right? So just a big setup, trying to maximize the damage just to crush somebody from 100% health down to 0. Fang slowed down. 7 minutes into the duel, dampening, rolling up little by little. Fang gets a reflect. Seaver is going to fire blast back at himself. Fang is going to bust himself out of the blade. So I'm trying to see if he can go for an interrupt. Seaver gets himself lots of missile damage versus Fang. It's potentially going to be massive touches in the match. Fang is just trying to heal right through it. It's going to be maybe the biggest build up. Massive touches in the match. Dropping Fang to about half his health. Does catch up a little bit of healing and rage restoration getting used. Seaver gets himself plenty of damage, still rolling in. Knock up as Fang trying to go for a bit of a charge, but it's going to be crushing blows, slowing him down. Actually keeping him on top of Seaver. With the reflect up, Seaver doesn't really have much to work with. They're going to be eyes back with a shadow throw by the warrior. Again, just unable to shake off this warrior whatsoever. Trinkets out of that Nova just so he can keep moving. Has a leap in order to catch up to Seawork with a fear. Has this out very, very low. Could potentially be in the execute range that I think Fang is just looking to eliminate him. Quick poly onto the warrior. Let's see if we're trying to maybe get a set up a Mirrors of Torment onto Fang. He has himself potentially could get a lot of cooldowns back very, very soon. Missiles flying over at Fang. It is going to get reflected. More missiles flying in. As I think he's getting a bunch of those procs from those Mirrors of Torment. That's going to be quick flash got interrupted. Fang going for the charge. Seawork does have a knock up with a blink. Nova into Fang. That is going to be a Blaze Storm proccing those missiles. Proccing those mirrors. That's going to be Seawork uninterruptible. Potentially massive damage. Touch of Magi is on Fang. Potentially could be big damage. It's going to try to build up. Big touch of the Magi. Massive burst onto Fang. Does it reflect? Seawork having to slow down a little bit. Got himself mirrors and images. And that could be mirror images, at least slowing down Fang. Could be a target for Fang to at least get some healing off it. Recharges to one of those things. Definitely doesn't want to put a charge on cooldown, but it's going to go behind the pillar. Let those mirror images maybe get behind the pillar. Could maybe heal off them. There goes that impending victory. You just see the target to impending victory off of, and you catch up a lot of health. Missiles flying out versus Fang. It's just spinning to win. Waddling towards Seawork. 9 minutes into this duel. Seawork so far is still hanging in there, but so is Fang. You gotta give this man, you gotta give the Fury Warrior some credit. This guy's healing a ton, like so much damage. Seavark tried to set up a big damage hit, tried to set up the biggest setup possible, and Fang just goes for a single impending victory, or in regeneration, massive heal from Bloodthirst back to back. Also, well, using his reflect well in order to try to reduce some of the pressure from Seavark. Gonna be a quick pummel on the shadow. All the time is up for Seavark. Might be able to go for a poly onto Fang. Is gonna end up going for a Mirza Torment versus Fang either way. He does need to get this warrior to proc. This missile is gonna be charged. Banner, full everything bursts. It's gonna be crushing blows if he can get close enough. Seavark does go for a quick and miss for a second, trying to make sure that he maintains his health as best as possible. It's gonna be most likely a big missile versus Fang. He does need to find a way to root him out in the open. Does get silenced with the root to follow. Missiles to follow. There's going to be a leap. Fang trying to see if he might be able to do some of the damage. Trying to see if he can take down Seavark. Touches magic, get it set up, but it's not the biggest touch of magic. Fang charges out towards Seavark. Doesn't end up taking him out. There's not much you can do against the warrior, man. What is going on? Fang just lived all that burst. iFox coming around the corner, stun, big death shock, a big explosion, and Fang's still surviving. Wait, this guy's still kicking. He's still trucking. He got a fear onto iFox, using an regeneration on the Rapture as the thing is kind of stuck in place. It's going to go for a reflect in case there's a freezing trap. Got himself a flush cup. This man is just unstoppable. Absolutely unstoppable. Got himself a massive heal mounting up. He's ready for iFox. He needs to make sure he has a reflect ready on the go. Hellstone and Fear War makes it impossible. That's something worth considering because this is our 5v5 1v1 duels. You can run a Warlock Hellstone if you have a Warlock on your team, which is usually done for the purposes of, let's say it's an arms warrior joining duel, and if he gets a Warlock Hellstone, it makes it very exciting. But also it's impossible to control, like, okay, Warlocks, don't put down your Warlock Hellstone, just use it personally. But like so many people will just drop down a Warlock Hellstone anyway, and it's so hard to, like, you know, what am I gonna do? Check everyone's bags for a stone? So part of the rules for 5v5s, we're trying to make rules that we can enforce more or less, where people will be like, you know what, that's reasonable. I think I could just not use this ability, but we're like Hellstone. Yeah, like XLB over there just spamming him out. Like there's no way you're gonna stop it. Stun onto Fang. iFox going in for a freezing trap to follow. Fang is stunned, kind of frozen, but not really. He's moving, he's shuffling, trying to warm himself up. iFox with a quick flash cut, harpooning towards Fang. That's gonna be reflect in case there's another freezing trap. It's going to be Fang with a massive heal. He just used an regeneration not long ago, and he already has one back up and running. Fang trying to see if he can avoid the eagles, as the aspect of the eagle is just smacking him right in the side of the head. iFox set up some traps, but just could be a freezing trap. If Fang walks over it with a reflect, he could potentially get him out. No, it's going to be steel trap. Blaze to follow. He knows that iFox is going to use that freezing trap defensively. Most likely going to be a reflect. iFox is limited, cannot use the trap just yet. Going to be fear onto iFox. Trickens out of it. Going to be Fang death for a second. Banner up for Fang. Unless he can maybe get himself out of freezing trap. iFox could be a big troll. Might have to go for a turtle shell here. Taking a bit of damage. Could be a big execute right here. Oh! Eternal Shell at the right time. He had no health whatsoever. Eternal Shell is going to be falling over very soon. Stun to Fang. One more hit and it's going to end up taking him out. Fang super low in health. It's going to be Chimeric Poison rolling on him. Leap towards iFox. Does he maybe have anything for him? It's going to get slowed down by the steel trap. Flash cut up. iFox needs to interrupt it. Otherwise, Fang is going to make a full recovery. Unless iFox is looking for a full reset with the camo. That's going to be available for Fang. Going to be a camo for a moment. But somehow the pet is still in combat? Wait, does the pet get spat on by maybe Kevin Slime? Reflected the freezing trap back into the hunter and Fang just rolled him. Oh my goodness. Wait, why is XCB teabagging iFox? That seems BM. That's going to be full sepsis, vanish vendetta, burst out of LFG sucks. He's literally grinning with full dots onto Fang, not letting him get any recovery. Fang just trying to go for whirlwinds. Sap, maybe he can get a heal off the rogue. Does get a heal. Does going to be evasion. Does he have a cloak? He's going to somehow get a heal from rogue either way. Leaping away. Does he have maybe fear? Charging towards the rogue. Blaze start to follow. Fang at least building up some resources. Going to be the resonant trick it down. Fang, does he maybe get a charge towards the rogue? He knows that he's here. He keeps him in combat. Next skin shot is going to be Dudley though. I think it's over. Yeah, this man did the best he could. This man survived the best he could. 1.8 mil healing from Fang so far. Your words do heal a lot. The Warlock Hellstone does end up helping for sure. For sure. Allergy sucks with the Clock of Shadows. Shilpas trying to see if he might be able to still crack through his defenses. It's going to be a full stun with a grippy hand. Going to be a trinket. I think trying to go for a Shadowlands, but it's just going to be it. He ain't Seamark. Seamark is already dead. He hooked him anyway. Taking him out. Fang going for a 3-0. 1.4 million healing. You're kidding me. That's a lot. I bet execute over and fine. Yeah, I mean, in Seawork, it's one of those situations where it's like, well, it's like you play a game and you're like, man, if I only had that one Lego. And then you swap out to it, you play a game and you're like, I wish I had that one Lego. It's always like that, right? Especially if you have like 2 legendaries, you're like, man, if I had the second Lego, I would have won it. And then you run the second Lego next game, you're like, man, if I would have stuck with the first Lego, I would have been A-okay. It's like that all the time. That's sometimes I feel about Rogue. I don't swap my Legos that much, but there are moments where I'm like, man, should I run the Vanish Lego? That probably would help me out a lot here. That seems like a game where I'm going to take a lot of pressure, but get a lot of Vanish value out of it. And it's like, I should have ran it. And it's like, maybe I should run it. And when I do, I'm like, I wish I had more damage. I've done it before, so I feel you on that. Yeah, I'm not trying to spoil what Lego Seawork is running. It's not like it's really difficult to figure out either. If you guys played the game, or if you were in that arena, I guess, you would definitely see what he was running. But like a proc from it. But yeah, I feel in that. Just wanted to test it. It's all good. Honestly, some matchups you just can't really do much about. You know, looks like I'll get my redemption next week. Chris, yo, J-Hammer, thanks for popping in, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, next week, boys. I would do more, but I think it's like 8 p.m. I think it's about that time everybody had their fill of arenas. Alliance group, we couldn't even really fill up full 5 man, so we're just chilling. I appreciate you boys to join in, man. I appreciate you guys sticking around this long in the stream, man. This has been super fun. I enjoyed the hell out of these games. I'm gonna go get some to eat, chill on the couch, watch some YouTube, because I would normally say watch some TV, but I'll really just pop the PlayStation on, pop the TV on. Maybe I should play God of War tonight. It's been a while. It's been a long while. Maybe I should give it a go. I think we're done for the night, Reverends. Next week, come back here. The early bird catches the worm. We had Nick with a group. We had Night King with a group. Literally immediately as soon as the stream started. So, yeah, Satch, I know. You only get to play once, Reverends. And you got some time now, but I'm sorry. Next week, free schedule. We'll have some arenas, yeah? We'll do some games. We'll do some 5v5s. Thank you for the stream. Take care of your boys. Thank you so much for popping in, man. I appreciate you guys for joining. It was super fun hanging out with all of you. I gotta get some videos. I gotta work on this evening. Let me move my man King over to the. It's so finicky sometimes. I try to move it and it's like does a snappy action. You know what I mean, boys? Thank you so much for joining. Appreciate you. Tomorrow's the day off, so we're not streaming, just chilling. Monday is the day before, is the pre-game day before the reveal. So this weekend I'm just gonna be working on alts. Tomorrow I'm just gonna spend time working on all characters. That's all I'm gonna be doing. Just working on those guys. I want to share with you legendary. Get some gear and bring the Lego. You know what? I wasn't gonna get my arenas done this week. I'm gonna get Eleventh and we're gonna push. I'm gonna get at least one. I'm gonna at least get my conquest cap this week. I gotta get my arenas capped. Or maybe this one I'm just gonna head up Soulscape and be like, yo, how far behind is my Rogan 3s actually? Because I want to catch up to 1800 with Soulscape and then maybe play some games with him. Run me through some keys, bro. We gotta do some Cora. Yo, if I'm doing alt stuff, if you see me on my alts, or if you see me queuing for LFG stuff, you're like, yo, let's do some. I don't care if they're like 10s, 15s, whatever. I just want to get some alt stuff done. So we can get some gear, get some Valor, get some boxes filled out. We can get you a full set of boxes most likely. Yeah. As a healer in particular, I could probably get into 15s pretty easily. This week shouldn't be that bad. It's like a fortified week, right? Hold on. What is it? I don't have AK on this guy. Astral Keys. What week is this, chat? What is this week? Because I don't have a key on this guy. It is Tyrannical. Bursting? Storming? No, Sanguine. Sanguine. Because I was going to say it's Tyrannical, Bursting, Volcanic on Legion Keys. Huh. Or maybe we should do some Legion Keys. They made them a little bit easier. I ran some 15s with my guild days. I wonder if a 10 will be easy. Or will people like struggle with those? Yeah, I'll probably keep it like towards Shadowlands keys. That probably was easier. Sanguine Storming, that's not bad at all. Tyrannical, not bad either. I could probably Blood DK that easily. Yeah, Blood DK actually seems like really good for this week. Actually, all tanks seem really good for this week. Speaking of all tanks, I almost got tier set on my tanks. I gotta get more tier on the Death Knight though. I gotta do LFR. I gotta just struggle through LFR. I gotta do Andy. Actually, well, I guess I should do Andy. But I need to do Lords of Dread and Regulon. I like to call him Reggie because I call him Regulon, and it's Regulon, and then Regulion, Ratatouilleon. Like, I don't even know what his name is, man. I think I get it wrong every single time, so I call him Reggie. You know, make it Nintendo. Except Blue Reggie. You get so many Reds and Duels? We actually had one today. Popped off for a little bit. But you know what? Not last week we had Albeta join on EU, but I don't think he really got to play. I think Albeta joined a couple of times, never got to play. I feel bad for him now I'm thinking about it. Outside of that, we usually have Atho. I think paladins are good, but they're not like super like giga. Or maybe all of them are arenas pushing rating, and that's what they can do at duels. Could be that too. But boys, thank you so much. I'm out, scheme. You guys have a good one. I'll see you guys Monday for the regular stream. You guys have a wonderful evening. I'm gonna go enjoy food and chill. Peace.
What you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon. This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon.